Welcome to the classiest place on earth. Good fucking morning, everybody. We're just out of here. So many chords. Fucking miles of it. Good morning, Myron. How are you? Bon demand. What the fuck is that? Is that French? Are you speaking Canadian at me? I know bone. Oh, happy Sunday? That's Sunday? How do you say that? Dimanche. How do you say Sunday? That's fun. I just learned a new word in French. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was. I didn't know. I know arrête. I know stop signs. This fucking cord. My God. This is just. I got an extension cord, but I got it too long, and it's just so much cord now. Die. Is it die? Like die like, or is it DA? DA Manch. I'm not too good at that shit. No drama Sundays? Ooh, hell yeah. How are you going through with that, Nick? Everybody loves this shirt is so old. Thank you though. I appreciate it. It's the first day of, I think today is today the first day of fall? I don't know. First day of fall was recent. So if I went for a fall tone. I went for oranges and kind of, I was like, it's fall. Fuck it. Let's fall it up. Oh, Cable. I can pronounce Siobhan, and I'm very proud of that. Why must we crush me so early? I can't even pronounce my own name in Gaelic. I can't do it. What is that? Ooh, what is that? Didomnach. Nach. Sounds like, is it Scottish? Scots Gaelic. I was going to say that at the end makes me think it's Scots. That's dope, dude. How do you, what does it mean? What is it? Is that Sunday? Hi, Sean. Good morning. Good morning, Luker Gamer, or evening, or whatever. My actual birthday is November 22nd. Wait, do you have a fake birthday? Is it your unbirthday? I'm learning French from a gaming perspective. Fun. It's fun and helping my ADHD brain to actually focus on learning French for reals. Hell yes. Yes. For me, I think because of the ADHD brain, the only way I pick up languages is by ultra submersion into it. Like going to the country and living in that, or, my Russian teacher never speaking a word of English ever. That's the kind of shit that's the way I learn languages too. I can kind of see where you're coming from. Kendo, oh my God, my bits alert was so low. Thank you so much for the biddies. Good morning. Thank you. I slept so much last night. Oh, where are you going? Can't. Do you ever part your hair in the wrong spot and you can feel it on your scalp? Ugh. So we ate dinner like normal people last night. We ate dinner at 8 o'clock, which I know to most people that's still really late. I don't know. That's really early for us. We ate dinner at 8 o'clock and I was asleep by 10. It was just such a good night. I slept. It's just fantastic. Normally we eat at midnight. It's a terrible time. I have a terrible eating habit. It's your eldest child's birthday today. Oh my God, he's 30. My sister turns 30 this year. Wait, oh my God, Viata. Is he a fan of Bo Burnham? Because I have a song for him that you need to give to him. You need to send it to him. It's so perfect. Hold on, I'm going to play it. You're going to love it. Even if he's not a fan, he might fucking love it. Hold up. I sang this song to my sister on a train in London because she's turning 30 this year, but she's not 30 yet. So, Kendo, the escape room wasn't an escape room, but it was super fun regardless. We had a really good time. It ended up being more of a scavenger hunt around the city, but you literally had to sprint, you were timed. So the tickets we bought gave us access to an app. And all of our phones could get on this app, and this app you would actually play games on the app. At one point, we had to chase the white rabbit. You literally had to sprint through a park, running with your phone to catch it on the screen. It was super fun. The kids had a fucking blast. That was the funnest part. Scott brought his two kids with him, and they literally, his son would take both the phones. We had two phones running the app at a time, and be like, "You stupid old slow people," and just start running. They're sprinty little children. It was perfect. But they would just sprint after the rabbit. They were so into it. And the costumes around the city were phenomenal. The costume, I just can't. People put so much cool effort into their costumes. They were everywhere. The whole city was covered in Alice in Wonderland people all day. It was really cool. I got to be thrown in the deep end of the language pool to get it. I'm the exact same way, Militia. Yeah, but it works when that works. Good morning, Magic Mistress. How are you? Tea is between 5 and 7 p.m. Then dinner is 7 and 9 p.m. That's usually, that's kind of what we do. Like, because I end my stream ends like 4 hours before Zach's ends usually. So usually I have like some sort of tea snack, like I'll have a peanut butter sandwich or something just to tide myself over because we don't eat until midnight. And sometimes I'll pass out before we eat and then I just don't eat. And that's not a good thing because I wake up I don't even set an alarm. I wake up at 6 no matter what. It's just my body. Kelty just gifted a sub to Sean. Gifted 3 months to Sean. Oh my God, Kelty, you generous fuck. Thank you. Sean, you know what's up. Consensuality, titties, all the things. Thank you, Kelty, you kind hoe. Oh, they were so tired, Kendo. By the end, his daughter, she just was like dragging behind me. She's like, I'm tired. I'm tired and bored. Because we started at, it was basically you could start whenever you wanted. And when you started, that's when the little timer on your phone started, when you started the app. And we started at like 9:45 in the morning or something like that. That's when we all gathered downtown. And we weren't done until like 1:32. 1-ish, 1:30, I would say. We were about done. And that was like, we were just doing it and pausing it and running around the town. And you had to like solve riddles that were legitimately very difficult. There were some questions in it that were dumb easy. Like the kids would guess the answers before Bree would even get done reading the question. And then there were some where you had to type in a word. It wasn't a multiple choice. And so we were like, we didn't know if the question was weird, but you had to basically guess what piece on a chessboard they were trying to riddle you to. And we didn't know, like, are you supposed to put in red pawn, white pawn, like whatever? And every time you typed in something that they didn't accept, they would penalize you 10 minutes on your like time. And I think you only got 3 hours to do it. Think. I think there was a finite amount of time on it. I'm not a hundo on that one. Not a hundy p on that one, but it was really, really fun regardless. I mean, it was just seeing all the costumes. Like, I know I said I was gonna like. I have a really bad habit of taking care of other people before myself. Like, I like to do that better. Like, I like to be behind the scenes. I like to be the person who does the makeup and then shows off the person in the makeup. I don't want to be in the makeup. I don't know why. I don't like being center of attention. So I didn't do it on purpose, but Zach's outfit was so fucking bomb and it was coming together so well. So the night before last night, I stayed up until like 1 in the morning. It's way too much. No one needs to do this, but I handmade clay buttons for his outfit. If you guys saw, let me see if I can pull open the picture. I got to pull up the picture. We got a really good picture of Scott and Zach together. They were the walrus and the carpenter, which was, perfect. Scott has the perfect dumb face for, like, would do this, like, face for pictures. It was just beautiful. But his costume was coming together so fucking well. I was like, I really don't want to focus on anything of myself. Like, I just want to keep building his. So I like sat here. I actually still have the clay out. I like made clay buttons, baked them in the oven, painted them, and then created, if you've never put buttons on something, it's not the button that's the problem. It's the slit that the button like goes into. You have to cut it and then you have to sit and go around it with thread and hem the entire like stupid, I don't know what that's called, the button slit, the thing you put the button in. So I was sitting in bed, like I had a thimble and yarn and the material. I feel like I'm just bitching about it, but the material, we got everything at thrift store. But the green, like, jacket thing that we got to use as his vest was actually, like, a women's rain jacket, like a duster, kind of. And it was made of this insanely tightly knitted material. I swear to fuck, it was borderline silk. I felt a little bad cutting into it. But it was literally, I would get a needle through it, and then I would sit here and be like, to get the thread through the fucking hole. So it wasn't like me sitting there peacefully. It was every fucking hole. I was like, I have to like pop it through. And I did one button and it looked so good. So I had to keep going. Like, you can't give up. I had already committed. It looked so good and it worked. So I had to keep going. And then I made him a top hat because he didn't have a fucking top hat for the walrus. And I was like, you know what? You look awesome enough. Like, if anybody's like, why didn't you dress up? I'll just point at you and be like, shut up. I did that. It looks so good though. So let me show you a picture of them together. They really did. I mean, they look phenomenal. And like, so when we were doing the little app had like riddles and stuff and would have dialogue, each one of us took a character to read on it. And I took I was like I was the old white knight or something. I don't remember. But Zach would do what voice? He did the Mad Hatter and the rabbit, and it was phenomenal. I mean, he does if he streams today, I'm not sure he is. I think he was thinking about doing a stream today just because he took yesterday off. But if he streams today, ask him to imitate the Mad Hatter. It's fun. It was great. I mean, it's fucking spot on, dude. I was like, how you? I mean, he hasn't seen Alice in Wonderland since he was a kid. We watched it the night before, and he imitated it perfectly. He's a dick. He's too good. Okay, I gotta show you the picture. Sorry, I got Twitter finally open. I just gotta brag about. I mean, Zeke did a lot of work on the outfit too. I don't want to say I did it all, but I stayed up until 1 in the morning sewing buttons. I'm just gonna keep that forever. Just gonna keep it forever. Oh my God, Slurm. Oh, Sean, we should drink. It's a good idea. Slurm, thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an Anus Swings for 23 fucking months. It's almost 2 years. Where is time? That is so crazy. That is so. I know I always say that. I feel like a broken record, but it is. I don't always chat here, but on days like today where I could happily disappear into the abyss, I really appreciate you guys, Slurm. I know you know this, but for anybody just swinging by or anyone new, chatting, i.e. typing in chat, is never a requirement to be part of our community ever. F that and the effer. No. Drink water. Hydrate or die straight, motherfuckers. Wait, what's sold out on the day before your birthday? Is tomorrow your birthday? What's sold out? Boo. Good evening from the Netherlands. Good evening, Shireen. How are you, my love? You look incredible. I slept like 10 hours. Thank you. Can't be actively chatting today as I have guests over for my birthday. Oh my God. Can I sing you happy birthday, or will it be super embarrassing in front of your friends? I'm gonna do it anyways. Happy birthday, happy birthday. This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. Nope, she's not gonna go that high today. I apologize and I love you. So happy birthday to you. I love you. I'm sorry. First thing in the morning, I'm a phlegm monster. Happy fucking birthday, Shireen. I hope it's relaxing and wonderful and you eat something gloriously delicious. I love you. Oh shit, it's sold out. Well, ours was sold out too, Barilla. We bought our tickets. I mean, I didn't think it was going to sell out. I saw an Instagram ad for it like 6 months ago. And I've never clicked on an Instagram ad, I don't think, in my life. But I saw that and I was like, oh shit, that looks like it'd be really fun. And so I sent it to Scott and Bree, and Bree bought the tickets immediately. She was like, bought 8 tickets. You guys can come if you want. Like, they were already set and ready. Like, they were like, we're going. And of course, Zach and I want to go. Like, Alice in Wonderland's my jam. So it was awesome. But it did sell. I mean, I was getting emails up like a month ago that it was sold out. So I think they do sell out really fast, sadly. But if you ever see something like that in your town run by this thing, it was so well done. The app was really well done. We had a good time. The kids had a blast. Like, it was very fun for adults and kids. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like it was childlike, and I didn't feel like it was like exponentially difficult. Some of them were stupid though. I gotta pace myself. Wait, on what? There's so many. Are you all Scorpios? What's happening? Oh my God, Scott hugged me. I got my hug for the year. I almost passed out. He offered the hug. But it's probably because we didn't hug on my birthday because COVID was still rampant. I did get a gigantic loaf. He gave me, literally, for my birthday, Scott gave me a loaf of bread. It was this big. It was so ridiculous. And we ate the entire thing. It was so good, though. Gross. Did you watch immediately afterwards? No, I just sat there and got bug-eyed and looked at Bree. And Bree was like, Katie's going to pass out. When the guests left, I'm going to attempt my first ever subathon. Oh my gosh. They're really fun. No, you'll have fun. Just make sure, Shireen, to respect your own limits. That's my only suggestion is like if you do a subathon. So normally the way that subathons have worked, if I've done like 2 ever, way long time ago. But the way that I understand they work is when people sub or tip or give bits or whatever, it adds time to how long you're gonna stream. Make sure to set a finite limit. Like, not because your community is gonna be like, "But we gave you subs, you have to stream 24 hours," but the internal guilt. Like, no one expects you to stream forever. It's your birthday and you get to do whatever the fuck you want, but you'll go to bed being like, "They gave me so many subs and I didn't stream for 37 hours straight. Why am I like this?" Set a finite limit on it. Just be like, we're going to start at 4 hours and I'll max it out at 12. Max it out at whatever your personal limit is. I just suggest that. It gives you a lot of peace in your mind. So you're not sitting there like, I'm very excited for subs, but also I'm going to die at my computer. Because we don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Kendo, thank you for gifting 5 subs in the chat, you crazy fuck. I appreciate you. The shit. Seeds and Stems. What a fucking good name. Dawn 2005, Nature's Folly, Coley, and Tybriam. Thank you for being here today to accept these wings upon your anus. Go forth and be consensual in every way, and thank you very much. There's a new way. How do they do them now, David? That was, honestly, I haven't done one in 3 or 4 years. I haven't done them in so long. Sleep during them? Who would want to sleep on camera, though? What a weird thing to do. Uncapped subathons are apparently the new hotness. Uncapped? It just feels so... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to ever... You can't judge another streamer and what they're going to do. I mean, I'm going to judge all over Shireen because I love her and I want to care for her. But other strangers, I'm not going to judge all over. Like, stream to death if you want to. But for me personally, I've always thought the quality of a stream versus the quantity of the stream is better. So I'd rather see like an 8-hour stream where the streamer's like having a really fucking good time and they're high energy and they're there, as opposed to watching the next 8 hours where they're like a corpse and dying. I don't want, like, that just makes me feel bad. I wouldn't gift any more subs. I'd be like, can I gift subs to take time away? Please? I would just feel bad. Absolutely. It's kind of my hope for some extra support as it's September, but I've really been struggling financially. So yeah, I'm going to stream regardless. Dude, I mean, if anything, streaming on your birthday is fun. I mean, it's just fun. You get to hang out with people. If you're not like me and you don't just cry, I know, like, Zach loves streaming on his birthday. He just has fun. He does whatever the fuck he wants to do all day. He has a good time. One streamer whose community I'm active is currently doing an uncapped subathon. Damn. 1 week? Wait, she's been live for a week? Like a whole week? She's been, like, her camera's been live and everything? That is fucking intense. Yeah, I completely, I like quality, but that's just me. Again, I would never, ever judge. Like, that's to each their own. That's insane sales. Does she go to sleep and just leave her camera on? Like, what? Or them, I should say them. Like, what? How? That's crazy. I don't know how. I saw a Sea of Thieves streamer that did an uncapped one while he was sleeping, put an image up of a teddy bear sleeping. Okay, that's kind of precious. She just, I mean, that's the way to do it, honestly. She's correct. Okay, thank you, Sales. I didn't want to assume. That's the way to do it. Like, as long as she's still sleeping and taking care of herself, sure, leave it on. But I mean, I've seen, like, you guys remember, this was like 5 or 6 years ago. Some guy kept doing subathons and he literally got up to have a smoke on his break and died. Because he sat so long, he got a blood clot in his leg, stood up and died. Like, he just didn't come back to stream. You can never generalize one experience, but we don't want things like that happening. Sitting is not good. Like, you always want to get up, stretch, drink water, sleep, eat. Do the human things, you know what I mean? Because when I say stand up and stretch because blood clots are serious, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be like extreme or scary. Like, it's very, very real. Blood clots form in your legs if you sit for too long, and when you stand up, finally, it shoots to your heart, you have a heart attack, and you die. Or to your head, and you have an aneurysm. On the spot. It's happened way more often than I'd like to admit to gamers. People doing fit marathons, gaming marathons, shit like that. Don't. Just be safe, please. Good idea, Kelty. Oh, God. I have, Kelty, I told you guys that I got one of those, like, it's like a pull-up bar that you can mount in a door frame. I'm not sitting here doing pull-ups. I got it literally just to hang off of, to pull my joints out, to, like, get my shoulders to pop and everything. And this morning I hung on it and I put my neck back and I swear to God, my entire spine popped. I was just dangling on it and I just heard like, God, it felt fucking good. Has varicose veins, not fun, would not recommend. Does that happen from that as well? From what I understand about varicose veins, I think varicose veins, like the actual varicose veins, like when they pop out of your skin. I'm sure you guys have seen like there's a couple viral pictures that have gone on out in the internet of like muscle builders, bodybuilders who they'll flex and it looks like there's snakes in their skin, not normal veins. We're not talking like those cute veins that kind of pop out when people have beautiful. I have a fetish for forearms. I'm not talking like just visible veins. I'm talking the ones that like bulge out of the flesh and you're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" So from what I understand, the reason that happens is the valves throughout our vessels that control the flow of blood break down because of chronic high blood pressure. So having chronic high blood pressure, meaning it is high 24/7 all the time, it's never going down, that your valves like basically just turn into wet tissue paper and break down. And when you don't have valves functioning to control the flow of blood, then the blood just blows up in those veins. And that's what those are. They're just insanely full of blood because there's no valves anymore left. You know what I mean? Oh, Slurm, you can get them without it. You can get varicose veins just from age. I mean, people get them just from age, just from the valves breaking down. I mean, that's possible. I'm talking about, those big muscle builder people. That's what's happening to them. Like they're taking all those pre-workouts and shit and then working out in a gym 24/7. And so those valves break down and they blast out of their arms. It's crazy. Yes, Kelty. It's like they're pretty cool. They're literally. It's like I think they're meant. They're supposed to be so you work out with them. Like you mount them in a door frame, and then you can do pull ups and stuff. But I noticed when I was in London, we rode the tube constantly, and I would hang on the bar or on the loop, whatever, anything I could hold on to. The bar, I would just hang on it and let the train swing me around, and it felt so good. Like just stretching my arms above my head felt so good. So when I got home, I was like, I gotta get something to hang off of. Like this just feels too good. I gotta keep it. Sorry if I didn't reply right away. Got a diamond painting. No, you're totally cool. Do your shit, Kelty. I totally get that. It's so hard to reach a keyboard. Like when I was doing Lego and people would want me to click something, I'd be like, I can't, I don't know where my mouse is. Every day's arm day. I mean, I have very weak arms, but I like to pop them. Stupid. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You don't feel a blood clot when it's stuck. No, usually not. Usually when you get a blood clot, the first sign is honestly an aneurysm or a heart attack, unfortunately. However, people can get blood clots in your legs and stuff from sitting a lot, and one of the first signs of a blood clot forming is swelling in your legs. Because what's happening is the blood clot is restricting blood flow, so your heart can't take the water away from your feet and bring it back to up here so we can exhale it and get rid of it. You'll start to hold water in your legs. I told this story the other day. My sister had an instance with this. If you're on hormonal birth control of any kind, blood clots are a major concern. If you're ever like, I feel swollen, go to the fucking doctor immediately. Don't fuck around with it. Don't let anyone shake you off just because it's birth control and it happens to everyone. Go to the doctor. So my sister went on a flight from Washington to California. So it was basically like they went up, and as soon as they hit elevation, they just went back down. It was that short of a flight. And sometimes when you have really quick flights like that, where the elevation is, I mean, you're just like up, down immediately, it can fuck with the flow of blood in your body. Your heart's going to be like, I don't really know. This is because we're not birds. So it can be a little weird. And when my sister got off the plane in California, she had, I think it was 3 pitting edema, which means she could push into her shin with her finger, take her finger away, and there would be a 4 centimeter dent or a 4 millimeter dent, centimeter, Jesus Christ, centimeter dent in her leg. And it was the swelling. It was fluid building up in her leg. Only one leg though, which again, huge warning. She went to the doctor in California, found a doc, like went to a clinic immediately. I'm not even kidding you. The doctor looked at her chart, looked at her weight, told her she was obese and to get over it. Find a new doctor. This was not my sister's doctor. She was in California for like a wedding or something. But those are you need to be your own advocate and you got to be fucking aware. That is not safe. Thankfully, it was nothing. She's okay. But yeah, I'm not even kidding. She bawled her eyes out. She was ruined from that. Like literally, he looked at her chart, gasped at her weight. She told me. He literally went and then looked at her and was like, "You're just obese." One leg was quite literally like 3 times the size of the other. It's just I'm not here to like scare, but also you got to take care of yourself. Got to be your advocate, you know what I mean? Can't expect everybody to take care of you because sometimes they're not going to. Shocking. A doctor blaming everything on your weight. Weird. Well, this is the thing, Alti. Yes, that is a huge, like, weight bias is a horrible issue in the medical industry. However, my sister looks exactly like me. To a T. She's like an inch shorter than me. But other than that, our bodies are borderline identical. And every once in a while, I'm like, oh, I got a little pudge. Like, I'm a little bingo wingy. But never in my fucking existence have I looked at myself and been like, obese. How could it, how? Like, in what fucking world? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sitting here like, oh, look at me. But I'm not obese. I've got some extra pounds. Who doesn't? She's identical. There's no fucking way a doctor would look at me and be like, oh, well, if they did, I'd probably punch him in the throat. I'd be like, what? Where are you coming from? What the fuck? What? Yeah. What a dick. Oh, it ruined her. It was terrible. If it's sudden onset, heavy edematous? Is that how you pronounce that? You'd think any provider worth their salt would notice it. Yeah. They literally just sent her home. They did nothing. And she was on vacation, so she couldn't even, like, go to her normal doctor. It was scary. I felt so bad for her. I'm just glad it was nothing, really. That's all I wanted. Health scares are good in my opinion because it can mean the end of you. By the way, yes, this is me. Dude, I dated a guy in college one time. This is probably one of my it's probably one of the worst medical, other than my sister's, like, "Oh, you're just obese. It's not a blood clot killing you," thing. I was dating a guy in high school who I told you guys, or not in high school, in college. This is why I was vegan. I was dating a guy who had a congenital heart issue. So he was vegan, so I went vegan. I was fine with it because cholesterol is the only thing that, well, anyways, details. But in his family, he was Native American. And apparently, Native Americans have some genetic stuff that is like you just have to watch out for it, like liver issues, pancreatic issues, stuff like that. And he went to the doctor because he was kind of feeling shitty, got blood work done. And I shit you not, the counter lady calls and says, "We have your blood work. You need to come in right away for the doctor to read it for you." And the guy I was dating was an engineer. Need I say more? Just vibrating, anxious, like, bah! And so he left work immediately, went to the clinic. There was nothing. There was nothing. There was not one abnormal number. She just had no idea how to call someone and say, she can't read the results. A doctor has to read the results, but the way it was worded, like is it bedside manner? I don't know. It was, I left work. Like I think I left school. I left college in the middle of the day. I was like, fuck that. I drove to the clinic where he was and he was crying in his car. He's like, it's nothing. There was nothing wrong. That was just the way they verbalized how they got the reports back. But what in the fuck is that? Like, he could have had a heart attack in the car on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Christ. Shit was ridiculous. Good morning, Crispy. It was super fun. We had a really good time. The costumes were incredible. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was pulling up fucking Zach and Scott's picture. Sorry. This is Zach and Scott from yesterday. This was my creation, and I'm very proud of it. These are the buttons that I hand baked in the oven and then sewed until 1 in the morning onto his damn thing, and I made that hat. It looks so, I mean, look at Scott, though. Like, can we just... They look so good, right? It just looks fantastic. They were on it, like, fucking great. It was so good. And the kids were the Cheshire Cat and Alice, and then Bree was the Red Queen. It was phenomenal. They all looked really good together. But obviously, I ain't posting Scott's kids on the internet, so you don't get to see those pictures. Kids stay off the social medias. No, go be social with your parents. I love you, Shireen. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. You don't have to apologize, and you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Hi, Delphinus. How are you, love? Tact. Lack of tact. Pure lack of tact, yeah. He did. He really thought he was dying. I mean, his dad died of a pancreatic issue. So he, like, when they said that, he immediately was like, oh, I've got what my dad had, and I'm going to die. I mean, that was immediate, but who wouldn't think of that? Fuck, dude. It was just terrible. It's all over. It's just... Nowadays, like, when you go into medical school and you graduate, especially doctors, before you can actually get into med school, they actually do a psych evaluation nowadays. Because, like, in the 80s and probably 90s too, actually, 90s and before, bedside manner wasn't even a concept or having a personality. It was basically if you got straight A's, you got into med school, you graduated, you're a doctor, and that was it. Which is how we got all of these intensely smart doctors with no personality and no bedside manner, and they call everyone obese and write you off. So now they're actually doing psych evals to make sure you have a like you're not a sociopath going into medicine. It's pretty crazy. I had to do one too. You get not a full fucking like what's it called? Not a what oh my god, I just fucking blanked on it. When they like take you to a cabin and study you for 6 months, nothing like that. But they definitely make you go to some therapy and stuff. Yep. Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard of like crazy nurses out there. Just recently, oh my god, it was like a week ago. No, like 2 weeks ago, an anesthesiologist got fired, whatever, got found out because he was killing people. Like he was taking the bags of anesthesiology medicine to put people under, and he was putting them in warmers in the hallway, injecting strange drugs into them. People going in for routine procedures like tonsil removals were coming out on the brink of death out of surgery, and he was found out. Like that shit still happens, and I think they're trying to maybe because like being crazy and evil doesn't mean you're dumb. Unfortunately, they're probably very smart. So they're probably straight A students that got straight through school and got a top-notch job at Johns Hop. No, this was the one we're talking about was not Johns Hopkins. But you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a smart move to do psych evals for people going into medicine cuz what are your drives for medicine? Do you want to help people or are you looking at killing some people? We're all very curious. I wonder if Dr. House had anything to do with that. I have no idea, honestly. Ooh, Unlurk, by the way, arm successfully filled with vaccines. How do you feel? Bought snacks to help with the inevitable feeling. So many people are feeling crappy from this new one. I hope you get over it fast. Pagan God. It ended up not being an escape thing. It was more of like a scavenger hunt around the entire city. So we had to like walk blocks and run around the city and everything. It was super fun though. I had a good time. And honestly, looking at everyone's costumes was probably the best part. That was awesome. Insert big name hospital here. Yeah, Mayo, whatever you want to say. Like that's how you get jobs there. Unfortunately. Oh, good. We can add this to our collective list of anxieties. I mean, would you rather know or not know? I don't know. That's a rough one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I know. Should we cheers? I saw cheers earlier and I totally like was like I should cheers and then didn't do it. I think I'd rather know too, Crispy. That's me too. Like I'd rather know it's a possibility that people out there are like I know growing up for me, even being surrounded by the medical industry, being surrounded by nurses, like all my family's nurses, doctors, whatever. Even being surrounded by it when I was a kid, I remember thinking to myself like my aunts are nurses, and when I would see them in their personal lives, they're like the dumbest fucking creatures known to man. I've told you stories about my emergency room aunt nurse who drove across the country or drove across the state with her with dental floss holding I mean, it's oh god, I'd have to start at the beginning of that story. It's such a weird one. They're not smart people, but apparently very good nurses. I'm not saying they weren't good nurses, but I remember seeing that and like I still had this weird opinion that gods were doctors. I mean, doctors were gods. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like if you go to a doctor, whatever they say must be true because there's no one above that you go to. And it took me a really long time in my life to realize that doctors are just people who are highly educated and all they're doing is making highly educated opinions about what's going on about you. No one knows like that's all we're doing. It's highly educated people, highly educatedly guessing and hoping for the best. And that's what I did too. I mean, it's literally all we do. Thankfully, what I do is a lot of like, actually testing blood in a computer and stuff, but it's it's weird, really. Cheers. It is weird. It's a really weird like mindset to realize. It's kind of like when you realize your parents are just people trying their best and they're not, infallible as you want to believe as a child. I think it's kind of the same. A little bit. I love Doctor Strange. He's my favesies. I just had to repack because it's my stoner bowl. Cheers, everybody. Happy 420 somewhere. Or it's plugged. I brought out my thing, though. I got it. It's fine. Dr. Shipman in the UK, they said they'll never know how many people he killed. I haven't heard about Dr. Shipman. What did he do? Oh my God, Zippy, what the fuck did Shipman do? Ugh. I don't want to, like, that's not going to be a topic of conversation today, but there are a lot of people out there that do bad things. I got to know the look in their eyes when they're seeing something bad. Oh, my father was the administrator in my hometown hospital for years. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Hell no. But that was same. I remember my mom coming home from work sometimes and she would just have like empty eyes. And I was like, "Oh shit, a kid died." Something like that would have had to go down. Like that was always I'm like, "Oh, mom's dead tonight. Something terrible happened." He was a doctor who killed a lot. He killed old people. Oh, gross. There was a nurse that was doing that in Russia a few years ago. She was like giving potassium to old people and blowing their hearts out. I never really thought parents were infallible, which was probably a problem in itself. I think I did for a very short amount of time. Like a really, really short amount of time. Oh, my dog just sneezed. Cheers. That was loud. Good? Bless you. Lilith's just having a sneezing attack under my desk. Cheers. Sorry, I had to unplug her. Yeah, but Sean, that's not from death. That's the internal death. Holy. I don't know what's. Oh, I do know. It's lilac diesel. Whoa. Holy crap. Here is the little death. Oh, I have that written down. I have that entire. Where is it? I have the entire fear thing. Where the fuck is it? Fear is the mind killer. That's what it's called. I have that written down somewhere. Not written down. It's like a picture on my walls. I just don't know where it is. I have the whole thing. I love it. You have empty. Yeah, I don't. I've had chronic pain in my pelvic region since I was 21. I weighed 57 kgs, started looking for help. No one took me serious due to my age. Years go by. I keep on searching. I get depressed, quit smoking. Yay on that. Gain weight. Doctors, your pain is from weight. I kind of deal with the same shit, and I feel like a lot of people do. Whenever I go to the doctor for migraines, is it cyclical? No. It must be your hormones. It's your period. I just told you it's not cyclical. Well, you see, as a female, and then they treat me like I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, okay. Okay. Sure. BDO. Oh my god, BDO. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? Finally. It only took 3 weeks. Can someone get that soundbite? Wait, what soundbite? Wait, what soundbite? Coffee. BDO got me coffee like 3 weeks ago. And he even got me like the surprise, like, they pick what you get. And I can't. It has nothing to do with King's Coast. King's Coast is incredible. They ship fast. The coffee's amazing. My post office literally took 3 weeks to sort my mail because of Labor Day, I guess. I don't have an answer. It's stupid. I love Bones coffee. Some of them. I don't like sweet coffee. And some of them I feel like they flavor and they have it. It's not sweet, but it's like got this fake flavor in it that I don't like. But most of them are really good. Shit's always, you're overweight, you're a woman. Gotta love those prejudices informing medical decisions. It's like, I try not to fault docs because I know they're trying to, like, most docs are not given enough time with every patient to do anything. Like, I've told you guys the stories. I worked in a clinic. Like, they're always trying to cut you. Can you do that in less time so we can fit in another patient because of money? They want to get more money. And it's constant. It's nauseating. So, like, I try not to fault the docs, but on the same token, You can't just assume everything in the world is caused by obesity or a uterus. And if it is, maybe we should work on doing something about it because me being born female doesn't mean I should have to sit around and be miserable and in pain all the time or have every ailment ever blamed on my period. Same with having some fat on your body. You should not, like, if you go in for a problem, it's not all caused by fat. That being said, none of us are denying that being obese is healthy. Like, or you know what I mean? We're not denying that it's unhealthy to be obese. That being said, it's not everything. Like, you can't do that. And in school, they don't teach that. So I don't know where that mentality comes from. It's really bizarre. I've gone through a lot of schooling, and I was never in my life taught, oh, yeah, if you see a fat person, never. I mean, there are a few things that are obesity related. Like, if you have a hard time breathing and you have the equivalent of my body weight on top of your chest, yeah, it's going to cause you to have a hard time inflating your lungs because you're lifting a lot more weight. But it's not everything. You can't do that. It's just it makes you look stupid. It makes the doctor look stupid to me. Like if a doc did that to me, I'd be like, "You're an idiot. I don't want to be here anymore." That being said, I have had the privilege of working with some of the best minds in the world, so I'm a little biased. I want to open this coffee BDO. We're going to see what's inside of it. I didn't even open it because it's the surprise. It's like the, I don't know what you would say, like the chef's curated, whatever. So I figured we'd open it together and I'm doing it with scissors I stole from a hospital. Good to know. It was super annoying when my fiance got ulcerative colitis. It was having internal bleeding and we're like, we think you might be pregnant, so we need to test you. What? Body positivity being okay with exactly. Like, I mean, it's such a weird place to be because I think if you're happy with your body and you're comfortable, fucking live. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for anybody. It's not guaranteed for skinny people and it's not guaranteed for big people. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for anybody. Eat a cupcake if you want a cupcake. Feel good in your skin. Like, I think that's what life's more about, personally. And if you come into a doctor with concerns about your weight, then it's appropriate to talk about. But other than that, nah. Mental heuristics are a natural human habit. It's what made us evolve to where we are today. They're harmful in a lot of scenarios, though, very much so. It's so weird how, like, the reason we are successful as a species can sometimes be our downfall as just a person. Hello, Jack. How are you, love? Did I cut towards my body? Maybe it's just the lack of self preservance. Nope. I will. Yes. Sorry. These scissors are built so they cut material and everything, but they won't cut skin. That's what medical scissors are. That's the only difference between them and any other scissors. So I can, like, cut your pants off really quickly, but I'm really unlikely to cut your dick off while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So maybe I'd stab myself, but I wouldn't cut myself. Self-preservation, never heard of her. All right, BDO, where are we getting? Let's look. Ooh, so it's the roaster. It's called Roaster's Choice. So this is King's Coast coffee, if you're unfamiliar. BDO has just been stalking me with coffee for a couple years now because he's nice. I don't get it. I don't deserve it, but I'm very thankful. And not that I'm sponsored by King's Coast, but their coffee's bomb as shit. I mean, it's really good coffee. And the reason I say that is BDO's been literally buying me this coffee for more than a year now, and I've never not liked it. Every single cup I've ever had has been fucking phenomenal. And I'm a person who usually likes a medium roast. I don't like French roast. I don't like super blonde roasts. But I've been sent dark roast to blonde roast across the board, and they're all phenomenal. And I grew up in Seattle, so, like, I know coffee, it's like whatever. Starbucks, oh. You can leave now. Unfollow, unsub, I understand. I had to do it. King's Coast is great, right? I get their hot cocoa mix. No shit, I've never tried their hot cocoa mix. Shut up. I'm gonna forget that. Yes. So you're saying there's a chance. I wouldn't wish getting my dick off cut off. I wouldn't wish getting my dick off get cut off on my worst enemy. Same. I've seen a lot of dicks get rotted off of a human, and they're never happy afterwards. Speaking of not cutting a dick off, can someone provide the best tools for shaving bald, the dick, and the vagina? Actually, I can. In 1 minute, let me look at my coffee because we haven't seen what the surprises are yet. But I have a very nice pussy shaver that's meant for balls and pussies, actually. And I very much enjoy it. And it also prevents ingrown hairs because you're not like cutting up your flesh while you use it. I'll go grab it on my break, though. It's in the bathroom. I can't remember what the fucking brand is. Oh, what is it? I can't remember the brand, but I'm going to go grab it on my break. It's good shit because it's like it's a trimmer. It's like a trimmer, like a beard trimmer, but it's built so it won't like grab your fine, delicate skins. You know what I mean? It's not gonna like suck your labia or your nut sack up into it, which oh my god, no. I cannot even. Hello, Zelda, my love. Thank you for resubbing the class. Keeping the class. I haven't given any swings. I will hydrate. I have my water right here. How are you, love? Manscaping. It's not Manscaped. That's not the brand. It's like Meridian, I think is the brand. Meridian or Median or something. It's like this. It's a tiny trimmer. It's like this big, and it's like seafoam green colored. I think it's Meridian. But that's what I use to shave up my nanas, and it's great. And the reason I moved to that is because when you use a blade shaving any part of your body, that blade is actually shaving your skin as well. It's lightly exfoliating, tearing layers of skin off. But when you're doing that on hair, it can cut the pore, cut the actual follicle, and that's what causes ingrown hairs, and that's what causes infection and red irritation. Whereas this doesn't get close enough to the skin. You know what I mean? So you're not going to look waxed, but like who's expecting that? We're adults. Everybody has genital hair. We're just trying to see more. Like that's my opinion. I'm not trying to shave my actual flesh off to be like, look how hairless and juvenile I look. It's more like I get to feel more if my pubes aren't in the way, so I just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, coffee. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is. Neither of us know. Okay, so it is King's Coast Coffee Company, blah, blah, blah. The Java Mala. Origin, Guatemala and Java. The varietal is bourbon and Typica? Typica? I don't know what that is. It even says the altitude. Fancy. Altitude 1100 to 1500. I'm higher. What's higher than the Mile High City? Nothing. Notes. Brown sugar, dark chocolate, creamy. Shut up. I would have picked this on my own. That is the profile I want. Brown sugar, dark chocolate, and creamy. Fuck off. That's the cock I want. Anyways. The next... Oh, it's the same. Oh, they gave me 2 of the same. I don't know if they were supposed to do that, BDO, but that's what I got, and I'm happy about it anyways, because I would have picked this coffee on my own. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm very excited to drink these. I almost drank them this morning, but I figured we had to open them together because we didn't know what we were getting, but I would have picked that. Typical. I love coffee. Ugh. Can you trim or shave clean with that trimmer? Absolutely. I mean, by clean, what do you mean? You're not going to look like a hairless newborn child. You're still going to have like dots where the hair follicles are, but no shavers doing that either. So yeah, I mean, it goes right to the skin. Yeah, it's great. I'll grab it. We need to take a break anyways. I'll go grab it. It's good. And it's just battery powered. It's waterproof and it's small. Yeah, it does sound, it smells really, I might go grind some up and make a cup on my break actually. It smells so good. I can smell you. Oh, I love coffee more than most. Not as much as dogs, though. Oh my god, an otter. Shut up. Hold on. I want to get it on the right monitor. Oh my god. What the You know, I've never seen otters just like this close up. They're almost unreal. You know what I mean? They look like something out of like Lilo and Stitch's world. They're just so like round and perfect looking and soft. And they're little fingies. I just got a nickname, but if I leave a trail, as I usually do, of my projects in my wake, it's my my raccoon trail. He'll walk through the house. Where's my raccoon? Trash panda. Yep. I love Lilo and Stitch. They're in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm gonna have to try that out once spooky season's over. I'm very excited. What I was gonna say is like I've never worried about what a dick looks like before I'm gonna suck it, like if it's the first time or if I'm getting down with someone. All I'm worried about is cleanliness. That's it. I just want a clean dick. And it's like Crispy said, if I'm flossing with pubes and like smegma's rubbing up in my teeth, I ain't down. I don't want that. Luckily, I've been very fortunate to always encounter clean dicks. But that's my only stipulation. Beyond that, a dick is a dick is a dick is a dick. They all generally work the same. But if it's dirty, I ain't gonna go fucking near it. And I wouldn't expect someone to go near my nana if it was fucking smelling like a clam house on a hot day. No, it's not Viata's birthday. Stop it. It's her son's birthday. But I do have a song for her. She's already been here today, but I think she had to step away. I have a song for her. I just haven't seen her in chat, so I'm saving it. I got it. I've already been trolled, Alk. I love you, though. I'd imagine dicks are just dicks. They really are. They really are. But I have a lot of dude friends who get really up in their head about their genitals. Like when they're interested in a new person and they're gonna get intimate, they always are like very self-conscious. I'm like, if it's clean and it smells clean, nobody's upset. I've never met someone in my life that's been like, wow, the angle it turned at. No, all dicks have an angle. Are you kidding me? As long as we're aware. I mean, I still sang and got annoying about it, Alk, if that's what you're saying. I was still a bitch. I have to. What else are friends for? Millie! My love. I miss you and I love you. How are you? A clip of my birthday singing? Oh my god, I don't want to hear that. You guys can click on it though. I don't want that in my life. I had an opera teacher, instructor, whatever, when I was really young, who would record me and then play it and be like, do you think that's pretty? Who would think that's pretty? You always sound sick. And ever since then, I just don't want to hear myself. I don't like hearing myself. It freaks me out. I'm functionally invisible in social settings, so I don't have to worry about this. Sean, I feel like, really, though? I'd find you. I got a booster and a flu shot. How do you feel? For the last 12 hours, I feel like I got into a fight with the pharmacist and the pharmacist won. No. Drink lots of water and make sure to get potassium and salts on board. That's like the biggest piece of advice I can give when it comes to getting over that shit. Oh my god, I've had a sinus infection for like 3 months. I feel you spiritually, Millie. Every day, it's just like weird clear rocks blow out of my face, and I'm like, oh, isn't life fun? Isn't life fun? Stick to abstinence is easier for me. Do that. I don't think there's a wrong way to go about anything. Whatever makes you happy. Because if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad unless it's heroin. You're wearing the same thing you are in Dream. Wait. Oh my god, that's amazing. Myron. Where did your body go? Myron. Where did your body go? If I would have scrolled past that, would not have thought that was you. I would not have even stopped if I didn't know that was you. That's fucking insane. Holy shit on a shit. You've always been a badass. Stop it. You're a badass no matter what. But something happened. You look phenomenal. Damn. I haven't seen a full body shot of you since your surgery. You lost a human. I feel like you lost a person off you. Like, damn, dude. That's a transformation. I am shocked. I mean, not shocked, just like, shocked. Like, who dat? Who is she? I still have a YouTube video I made for your birthday a few years back, and it's got an old clip of you singing Happy Birthday. Oh god, no. I don't want to see that. No, sinuses are the worst. Millie, the amount of times I've just sat in the mirror and like done this to myself and listened to the crackle and asked audibly out loud, why me? Why? Why are sinuses? Why are sinuses? Who's having a good time with them? Not me. It's Kelty, it's all the time. It's all the time. I'm like a fucking space cadet 24/7. Myron, you look phenomenal. That's just wild. You lost. Your body's gone. Your body's gone. Did you know? It's gone. Bionic Gym, what is that? Is that like a Bowflex kind of thing? Yeah, I don't know what a Bionic Gym is. I don't either. Tell me. Evil face pockets. Have you ever seen what they look like, Millie? I Googled it one time. They're a butterfly of nightmare in your face. Sinuses literally look like a butterfly made of nerves in your face. It's a nightmare. Don't do it. You won't sleep. Oh, of course you will. Of course you are. Why would I expect any less? It's a nightmare to me. Oh my God, manager can. That's a fucking year.
Thank you for subbing the class, giving the Classy Live, and giving Amanda swings for a year. That's a really long time. And
I appreciate you. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways and enjoy your emotes. The Disney stuff's awesome. Yes. I mean, you do look identical. I mean, that's crazy. But I'm sorry. I just could not get away from the fact that your body is a quarter of what it was. I don't know what happened. I mean, I do, but damn. Dude, look, they're completely conked. They had quite an exciting morning, though. I ran them around the yard a lot today, so they're a little tired. I just stand there for 28 minutes, and the machine does it. Oh, it's like an electric pulsing thing that works you out. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'd never heard of one either. Just realized I didn't put my plugs in. Right. Oh my God. Kelty, did you gift Millie a sub and I completely missed it? You fucking right after Millie says her cold and I completely miss it. Kelty, why am I like this? Thank you for gifting a sub to Amelia Tyler. Millie, you're a butt wizard of the highest order and you know consensuality and fuck sinuses. Thank you, Kelty. I'm sorry. I am a space cadet. I appreciate that you guys have patience for it and are willing to remind me multiple times of things. Good morning, Nismo. How are you? How'd you make your voice higher pitched like that? What do you mean?
like this? This one? Oh, Satan? A mixer.
So this is my audio filter so that I don't sound so fucked up.
And then this is me removing the audio filter. And then, but this is really hard for people to understand, which I get. You know, it comes across better in space.
But my mixer really helps clean my voice up so it just sounds a little bit more palatable on stream. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like floppy gross butterflies full of phlegm. Exactly. It's tunnels of phlegm in your face. And I don't know why. Like, what is the purpose? I hate them. Even with all the ass evaporated off me. I mean, if you think about it, your ass was stored energy. So now that you don't have your ass anymore, you don't have any stored energy. You have to eat to work out, Myron. Oh my God, when they were babies, Pagan, do you have a good one? I mean, pick your favorite. I don't want to spend all, I mean, I do, but don't. I want to play Control because I'm obsessed with it. But I do want to say a baby otter. How can we say no to a baby otter? We can't. Wrong monitor, Catherine. No. Oh, Lord. My monitor got real excited. Shut. Why are otters, though? See, I think this is why they said you were unapproachable. It was gaslighting because you were intimidated by someone as badass as you, not looking the right way, e.g. Probably. Which I hate. I've never been told I was unapproachable since or before. Bastards. I get you're so unauthentic. People say that to you? And people just act like I'm not speaking English. And then I explain the same thing in French and I'm like, racism, fuck these clowns. They think you are unauthentic. Myron, I can honestly say you are one of the most authentically pure people I've ever met in my life. That is some fucked shit. What? That's almost as bad as me being called unapproachable. I know, we need to take a break. Let's look at a baby otter real quick. Or should we save it? No, let's look at it. Well, I gotta save it. Because if I don't run ads, they'll just run on their own. And if people get ads instead of a baby otter because I ran the baby otter first, I'm going to be really mad. So we're going to save it real quick. A newbie. I've always been the director. Apparently. That game is so fucked up, but I'm addicted. I can't stop. Oh my God. Yesterday, last thing before we take a break, I'm saving the otter because I don't want ads to happen. We were driving downtown Denver trying to find parking for this Alice in Wonderland thing we did. And we just walked by like some decorative sculpture in the middle of a median downtown. And I shit you not, it was an upside down black triangle. And I go, control. And Zach was like, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, oh, it's nothing. I was driving. Don't take your hands off the wheel and scream control while you're driving. Yeah, sex is great, but have you ever had a fully functional respiratory system? I've never even had two nares work at the same time. What's it like? Why otters? Something needs to control the sea urchin population. Oh my god. Have you ever seen an undulating pile of sea urchins on the ocean floor? It's a nightmare. Fucking nightmare. All right, break. I gotta pee. Break time. Stand up and stretch your dicks. No blood clots. Get some water and load a bowl. I'll be back in a few. I do run a little ad thingy to get him the fuck out of the way, because otherwise Twitch runs them on top of our shit, and I don't think you should have to pay for entertainment, because that's stupid. I'm gonna go make a cup of King's Coast. What was it called? Java Mala with a hyphen. It's Java hyphen Mala, because it sounds real fucking good. I'll be back. I love you. Bye. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I always wondered why they named it Discord, but now that it exists and you see all the Discord on it, it kind of makes sense. Spin, motherfucker, spin. That's what she said. Oh, ball shit. Oh, fuck, I forgot it. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Najeel! You silly fuck. I'm gonna cheers to that when I get back. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Got him. It is Meridian. I remembered the right name. This little guy. That's it. Meridian. But it's specifically built for balls. Like, I think it's, like, marketed to mans. I think. But I figure if it's good enough not to suck ball skin into it, it's got to be good enough for a vagina. And it is. It works really well. I love it. It's made for sax. Yes. I gotta turn the music down. Sorry, it's very loud in my ears. Holy crap. Down boy. I'll pull up the website and I'll show you. I think it's actually like marketed to men for your balls, but it's got like a really soft, almost gummy plastic guard on both sides, and that's what protects. So you can push it against your skin to, like, you know, get the fucking hairs you want to get, and it won't bite your skin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see how they're like. It just works really well. But yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, it's Meridian. Not sponsored, not an ad. I just got it ages ago and I like it. Whoa, that was bad noise. Sorry. That's the vibration. It's a very light. I mean, it's like less than a mechanical toothbrush. Let's watch baby otters. Yes. I also made the new coffee. I want to taste it. It smells so good. Najeel, thank you for the 420 bits, by the way. We have a video of baby otters we've been given, and I need to see baby otters. Is Viata back yet? I have a song for Viata for her child, but she might be actually celebrating her child's birthday. I'll play for you guys anyways. It's fucking great. That otter just straight up skipped away up some stairs like, peace, bitch. I got my shit. That is so cute. Thank you. That is some of the cutest thing that I didn't know I loved otters as much as I love them. They're just kind of freakishly perfect looking. I don't get it. It's very confusing, but I love them. Oh, they're I mean, leopard seals. Seals, I think. Aren't seals like murderers of the ocean? Yes, platypi. I think it's only the males, though, Anubis. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think only male platypi have poisonous barbs on their back foot. I think, but yes, it's so weird. They have their own room. Oh, that makes me so happy. I only knew it was scallops because I saw all the other fish. I was like, okay, it's all fish. It's got to be scallops, right? Totally well, good. I have another thing that I use, but the problem is the one I'm using to get the hair low enough for my shaver automatically. Yeah, and see, that's my worst nightmare. Like, I've never used anything electric near my precious skins before in my life because the idea of that is such a fucking nightmare. I mean, obviously you can't like just shove this shaver into loose ball skin. You got to like pull your skin taut as you do when you shave anything. But I mean, that's common sense. It's not like you don't have to do gymnastics to shave. You know what I mean? There's a phase 2 trimmer I'll share to get you pretty freaking bald, but not enough to get razor bumps at all. That's nice too. I mean, that's the thing. No one wants that's razor bumps are a wound. Like you don't want open wounds around your butthole. Like where there's poop and stuff. Like that's when you're gonna get infection. You don't want that. I'm not even kidding. That's how people lose their balls. Is an ingrown hair they pick. Dolphins, I think dolphins will rape. Dude, that shaver looks like it looks like a microphone. Yep, and the caption. I saw the caption like later when he was like, "They won't eat the scallops." The Meridian shaver, yeah. Actually, Myron, do you have the link up for the Meridian shaver right now since you just bought it? I don't have it up. I'll look for it, but if you have it before me, if you don't mind posting it in chat. I'm not I wish I was if I had a code for it, but I don't think it's too expensive. If I remember, I wouldn't have bought something that was astronomical, and it's convenient. I'm not like running blades around my clit, and that's nothing anyone wants to do. Oh, thank you! Fuck, dude, Gimp and Myron fucking on it. I hadn't even typed it yet. Thank you. That's the one. Appreciate you guys. I did not have it up. That's the one. Literally, I bought it off. I think like an Instagram, like a YouTuber I watched used it, and I was like, or had a sponsorship for it or something. They talked about it, and I was like, I'd like that. Wait, doesn't blowfish kill you? I thought blowfish had like a toxin that could kill you if you don't cut it up right. I've never wanted to do that. One, because I don't like the thought of ingrown hairs. Two, shaving my face with a straight razor. Oh, that's never going south of my chin ever. A straight razor, you should know. A straight razor. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. Hell to the fuck no. I've never tried Manscaped. I've never even like. I think probably because it was super marketed towards the mans. I didn't even think about it. But this one's all marketed towards the mans, and I was like arguably, man's balls. You have a lot more skin going on if you're shaving your balls. So if it's not hurting ball skin, I think I'm okay. That was like my internal logic for it. I bought a second one for my dogs. Works better than dog shavers. Fuck yes. That's the other thing. It's not loud. I know you can't unless I get really close. It's quieter than like a vibrator or a toothbrush. Like I have a Sonicare. It's quieter than my toothbrush. It's pretty quiet. It is kind of nice. I can imagine how that would be really nice for dogs, actually. If you don't cook, is it cooking them or cutting them up? I can never. I would never. I think Zach and I were just talking about this. It's called like fugu or fogo or something like that. Is the name of like the sushi of the fish, but I wouldn't. I don't like sushi enough to die for it. But fugu, that's what it's called. Thank you, Silverheart. Yeah. There's no such thing as a second best fugu chef. Yeah. It's kind of like the straight razor near your balls. Like you could, but why would we? There are other sushis. Oh, pig and God. Dude, I get so outed by my chair. I recline it so much. On my off days, it's terrible. I like curl up in my chair like in a ball. If it's good enough for balls, it's good enough for me. ClassyKatie, Meridian approved. Well, not a Meridian approved. They didn't approve me, but I like the Meridian shaver. That being said, you don't need to shave anything. I don't think I need to say that, but I feel like grooming is all very personal. I've never ever been like, you better shave your balls if I'm gonna suck your dick ever. But that being said, I also don't want to suffocate in a bush while I suck a dick either. So like, it's all very personal. Do what you want to do. Good morning, Silverzen. How are you? What's Kinger? What's the show where they're like eating fugu or fogo or whatever it is, and someone eats it to prove he's a badass? Is it Austin Powers? They're like one in every 40 pieces kills a man, and he's oh no, it's not. It's Charlie's Angels. It's fucking Bill Murray and Charlie's Angels. Wow, Katie. Wow. I do an advertisement. I don't think they want to see a vagina on their advertisements, though. Like, people are against that in the US, unfortunately. If for some reason my wife wanted a 00 on my balls, I'd totes pay for my barber to do it, no shame. Right? It'd probably be the cleanest shave ever. Ooh! You had a fantastic second date yesterday with a hike and a movie? Oh my god, fuck yes. How did you meet them? How's it, like, what can you tell us that's not too personal and won't out them? Like, how's it, what did you do for your date? What did you do for your date and why was it awesome? Tell me that part. Charlie's Angels. It's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's corny. It's like it's very corny, cheesy. It's fucking Bill Murray. Like, but I think it's one of my favorites. It's just funny. It's a funny old, not old, but like I don't know. It's kind of like the era of Austin Powers, the ridiculous spy movies that were just kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Chief Greenleaf. How are you? Cheers. Shall we cheers? Oh, that's the fugu? Sick. Oh my god. Wait. They kill it. Wait, they cut it up alive. They don't kill it first? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That makes me sad. It was Bill Murray's birthday. How old is Bill Murray now? Do you know? Once you start, then you got to keep doing it. I've heard, and the more one shaves, the more the hair grows. Your hair doesn't grow more when you shave, but what happens is like when your hair grows, when a new hair grows, it comes out with like a point on the hair. So that's why the ends of your hair feel a little bit thinner than the root. When you shave the hair, you're not like plucking the hair out. So it's going to keep growing after you shave it, but you've created a blunt edge. So instead of like soft, like if you feel like your arm hair is like soft because it's fine, you're not unless you shave your arms. I mean, no shame, but it's soft because it's got those tapered ends on the hairs. Whereas like my legs, because I've shaved them forever, they feel stubbly when it grows, and that's that blunt edge you've just caused on the hair. But it doesn't actually cause more hair to grow or anything like that. Like that'd be kind of pure magic. Thank you. You can really tell where my attention span ends is where the colors end. I have a really hard time sitting down and doing my nails all at once. Like I usually do two and then I'm like, I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I just can't sit still for very long. I met her while doing inventory at Target. Oh fuck yeah, just some random customer. Really? Dude, that is like a meet cute. First date was mini golf and coffee on Thursday. Second date was hiking trail with waterfalls. Fuck yes. Was it beautiful? Oh, and watching Love and Thunder. Oh my god. Wait, she likes superhero movies? Wow, you're winning. Don't let the stalker know about her. Keep her a secret. Bill Murray got Aziz Ansari's directorial debut canceled because the production company had to halt filming to his supreme level of asshole behavior to the other actors. Wait, who was the supreme asshole? Bill Murray or Aziz Ansari? Because I could believe both. I just discovered I have periodontitis disease, which is about 7K worth of work due to years of depression, related habits, neglect, and bad habits. What is that? Take care of it's a teeth thing. It's fine, really. I have a plan to take care of it. Good. I'm glad. I was going to say, like, have you sat down and made a plan out of it? I actually love the dentist who told me about it. No sugarcoating. That's awesome. I hate dentists that talk to you like you're they're like, ooh, so it looks like we've got a little bit of, like, just tell me what's up with my mouth and fix it. I'm an adult. I don't need you to coddle me. Get it done. I don't want to hang out. Fuck. It's a dentist's office. Yeah, the hair's got a block end unless you get it razored, which yes, you can get it lasered. You can also, I think, get like electrolysis. We were talking about this the other day, but it's horrible. They take a needle and literally go into every single follicle's pore and shock the root to kill it. But it's every single individual hair wherever you get it done. Oh my god, you have to really want that done. I'll shave. Or I'll grow hair. I'd just be hairy at that point. Like that just blah, 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 blah. Nico, right? I mean, that's me with my eyebrows. Like, I plucked the living fuck out of my eyebrows as a kid, and now they're just this thin line of like Britney Spears circa 2005. And I would kill for anything to be a magical. Like, if I could shave my eyebrows off and somehow they would grow back thicker, I would do it. Don't even fucking test me. I would do it in 2 seconds. I have like bald spots in my eyebrows. It's depressing. It was beautiful out, but it was really cold that morning, and we weren't expected to be, oh god, did you not dress for it? Hey, but I mean, did that mean snuggles, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if people shave their pubes and not have hairs stab their dick. That's what happened to me. So basically, like what I've learned just talking to other people who shave their balls or whatever, and myself, is if you're gonna shave, you gotta keep shaving. If you have natural hair growing there and growing anywhere, and you just are like, I'm gonna shave my balls for Valentine's Day. Oh god. Oh no. It's gonna be a bad time. You just gotta keep going. You gotta keep shaving. You don't let it grow in to the point where it spikes your dick. You know what I'm saying? You just every time you shower, you shave. Because otherwise you're gonna end up with painful ass stubble that's gonna poke you all over. Yeah. It's like a commitment. Not because of any reason. I to this day could not even tell you why. But the moment I had a pube, I started shaving. I was like, this isn't gonna happen. That's gross and weird and different. No idea why. I just did. I've never had a bush in my life. So it's a way of life for me. It's like shaving my legs. But I have known people that are like, So for Valentine's Day, my hubby shaved his balls and now it looks like he has herpes. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be that way for a bit. Oh, it's a rough time. I did it because menopause gave me a beard. Only worked on the fine hair though, not yep. And that's the other thing. It doesn't work on white hair or red hair, Flame Fan. I've heard. I've heard that a million times. It doesn't work on gingers. So if you're a ginger and the curtains match the drapes or whatever the fuck, you can't get electrolysis. Like, it sucks. It's kind of unfair because the laser has to see a hair. The wilderness must be explored. Oh my God, Sean, do you remember Scary Movie? When he, like, takes her panties off and that fucking bush rises up to his head and he has to take a trimmer. Takes, like, a, what is it, like a bush trimmer. He's like, "Mrr, mrr." And then when he gets down to the bottom, bats fly out. And she's like, it's been a while. I never forgot it. It makes me think, I think about that all the time. It's not a great movie, but that scene, that and Strong Hand. Grab my strong hand. That shit stuck with me for the, couldn't even tell you the rest of the movie, honestly. I don't remember a moment of it, but those two things stuck with me forever. It made me laugh. Wilpon, I think it has to do with what direction your hair grows too. If you're like me, my hair grows flat along my skin. So no matter anywhere on my body, legs, pussy, head, my hair doesn't grow straight up. You know what I mean? And some people, like, that's just the way their follicle goes. Their hair grows straight up. So maybe then it's like a little arrow for your dick skin. I don't know. Not the mashed potatoes. This is how you stuff the turkey. You get it real deep in there and you just stop. I got this. Yeah, I can't. I cannot. It's just one of the best scenes in all of film. I'm Italian, so I got black hair everywhere. I wish I had an excuse for it, but I too have black hair. So I shave just everything because my hair is coarse and black. I don't know why, though. Grab my strong hand. And the part where he was just straight up putting his tiny hand on the one dude's mouth. Yeah, anything with the tiny hand. The stuffing of the turkey, the potatoes, the touching of yeah, all of it. All of it. You know, he's the mayor in Schitt's Creek. Same actor. I don't think I've seen him in anything since Scary Movie, but he looks the same and acts the same. Like, this might be who he really is. I just don't know. Flame, feed the dogs. Oh my lords. I don't know. Was he in, I don't think I saw that one, Chris. I think that was one of the later on Scary Movies. I only saw the first one because they weren't like excellent films or anything, but they had a couple funny parts. Meridian sent me a 15% discount. No shit. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Throw the code in the chat. Give it to people who want to shave up. Yeah. I support saving money on all points. Abso-fucking-lutely. What one's Cabin Boy? I don't think I saw that one. I'm listening to my oldest chainsawing his way through a nap. I can hear him through my headset. Oh my lord. I can hear Zach sometimes from my bed. From here, I can hear him in the bedroom sometimes if he snores real bad, like if he's got a little cold. Cabin Boy, what's it about, Glad? It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Cabin Boy, okay, I gotta see it. Hold on. Is it? Oh my god, it is him. It's him. Wait, is it playing? Oh my god. Look at him. Bless you for that. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna write it down. I've never seen it, but now I have to because he's great. I mean, oh, he's great. If you've never seen Schitt's Creek, he's phenomenal. Phenomenal, like in the way where you want to punch him. What's that term? He plays an excellent heel. Is that the term? A heel? Oh my god, he's one of the best heels in a show I've ever seen in my life. Like, you love to hate him. You fucking love to hate him. I'm cooking 20 pounds of chicken breast. Why? For meal prep for a farm? What in the fuck? Thank you, Myron. So Myron just posted a link. He got a 15% off code to those Meridian shavers. So if you guys are looking to try out one of these little shavers specifically meant for balls, there's 15% code, not 50. 15% code. Okay. I feel like this is a movie I wouldn't want to watch alone, yeah. Like, it's more fun with someone to watch with, kinda like The Room. I never watched How I Met Your Mother. I tried, I couldn't get into it. It is, okay, that's what I thought, and well, I mean, that's what makes me glad, but yeah. Speaking of, I did the entire Alice in Wonderland thing yesterday sober, and it was still fun. I think that's saying a lot. Cheers. Yeah, I love him. What's his name? Chris Elliott. Why don't I gotta write that down. He's great. I mean, I feel like he's one of those character actors where you just don't see him in a lot, but whenever you see him, you're like, oh fuck, that guy's great. Yes. Strong hand man is how I refer to him. That's the man with the strong hand. Oh my god, did I forget about wait, did I forget the baby animals? That's because I put it on the other monitor. Thank you, Vile. I didn't move it over because we were in the middle of watching that other one. Thank you for reminding me. Space Cadet. It's because I just can't stop thinking about Control. That's it. The game is encompassing every part of my brain. Ow. Oh, penis. Never. I would never want to do that. I don't like chicken at all, let alone enough to cook that much of it. That is just no. No. I'm good. No, I'll live off fucking rice. Cheers. I almost inhaled a cough. That would have been such a bad time. Dude, see how black that bowl is? It's nasty. Crazy. Hi, hello, Bobalicious. How are you? Oh, is your bowl gross too? Wait, which caterpillar? Oh, no. Wait, what the fuck? Is this that same artist you sent me a while ago that we were looking at together? That just did like some more nipply stuff and less nipply stuff, and it was gorgeous, dude. Okay, let's watch you look at this real quick before we watch the cute animals. This is beautiful. It's just like an artistic interpretation of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. That's beautiful. Just the art style blows me away, but I love that. It is the same artist. Oh, that's so cool. I followed them on Twitter. I'm surprised I didn't see this. Jasmine Darnell is the artist. And Glut sent me their page like a week ago or something, and I just got lost in it. This person's art is just it all looks like it could be painted on like the wall of a cathedral or something. Like it's just so beautiful. The colors are so organic and yet stunning. I don't know, man. That's a really cool interpretation. That was kind of the caterpillar I was going for. A little bit. Oh my god, Nico, dude, Penis could teach you up. Penis taught me, honestly, not like, how to make rice or whatever, but how to make rice filling and taste like a meal that's dumb easy. You just make steaming hot rice, crack an egg on top of it, and like put some sesame oil and some soy sauce and some chopped up onions or chives in it and mix it up. And the steaming hot rice cooks the egg. It's fucking phenomenal. It's one of my go-to meals. But Penis is very chefy. He knows lots about the foods, and he's taught me a lot about how to make rice tasty. Because I love rice and I like easy meals, but I don't want to just eat rice like plain fucking rice all the time. Kind of gets to me. My chat just did the thing. Don't do the thing, chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Always think of Fire Marshal Bill anytime I see or think of Jim Carrey, even all of this time later. So your way of remembering Chris Elliott lines up. Oh my god, Chris, for me, Jim Carrey would be Liar Liar. Isn't that weird how you just like there's characters that that is them? Seriously, Liar Liar for me, like him with the tits, that's just Jim Carrey. Through and through. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. It's so weird. it's an artist, but it's an artistic rendition of the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, which I love. I mean, look at all the legs. The leg placement's phenomenal. It looks real. The coffee's really fucking good, Enia. It's really good. Like, really, really good. I just had toasted weed. Gotta load it. Oh, I get you. I'm doing pretty good. Boo is not doing so hot. Boo. We went and doggy sat our brother's doggies last night. We had to take out. Oh no, and got violently sick. Oh no. Make sure to hydrate and get salts on board. You know. You know. All right, let me get the cute animals. That's fucking gorgeous, though. That's beautiful. I love when people do a different spin on stuff like that. I know some people get upset. They're like, "That's not the caterpillar." What's the caterpillar? Like, are you gonna bitch about Black Ariel too? Wrong screen. This screen. There we go. It's a butt. Stop. It autoplayed. It's so fucking cute. Don't judge it before you watch. Oh, cum sugar. Oh, you can't even see me and you got me. How did you know? I could have claimed it was good posture. Fuck. Oh, what? Shut up. Oh my god. That puppy is in heaven. Cute. Oh, look at that little pup just crawling out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Have you ever just needed an injection of love straight into your heart muscles? This. Oh my god. Thank you for that. I retweeted it, so it's on the Twitter if anybody wants that. God, that's cute. Shit. Oh, I love Alan Rickman. For me, I mean, I always say Snape if I can't remember that or the Metatron. If I can't remember, for some reason, my brain will just fart on Alan Rickman. I'll be like, the Metatron, Snape. I love it. Alan Rickman was a gem. Such a sad loss. Ugh. Ugh. I just went to the store for some more Pepto and saltines. Good. If she can keep anything down. Oh, is she puking? Food poisoning, I think it sets in really quick and you usually get over it real quick. So if she's still like puking up everything she keeps down after 48 hours, then you want to go in. Then it's probably not food poisoning. Also, I mean, that's just, we get worried about potassium and stuff. If you can get Pedialyte or bananas or like avocado, if she can get any of that down, that's got potassium in it. So what happens when you puke or you have diarrhea like a lot and you can't stop? The reason people can literally die from shitting themselves, and I'm not saying she's going to, I'm just explaining science, the science part of it, is when you have diarrhea and when you puke, your body dumps asinine amounts of potassium out of you for some reason. And potassium is absolutely fucking necessary for muscle function. Potassium is the trigger that makes your muscle do this, and your heart is a muscle. So a lot of people will puke and puke and puke and puke and puke and never replace that potassium and all those necessary salts and minerals. They're puking up and then they'll have a heart attack. So that's why you get into I'm not saying that's going to happen. Like, she's probably fine. But after 48 hours, you need to get an IV and get medically rehydrated. Because if you're puking for that long, there's no way you're keeping enough minerals and vitamins. You know what I mean? Yeah, massive dehydration. Dehydration's like the short way of saying all the long bullshit I just puked out. You know what I mean? But yeah, after 48 hours, that's when you want to go in. Because food poisoning shouldn't last that long. It usually works its way out pretty quickly. Do you think Alan Rickman expected the final Snape plot twist? Because when rewatching Harry Potter now, you totally see it. How when you ignore the red herrings, I've wondered that so many times. I've honestly wondered that. I don't know if because I know movies will do that. I know some directors and stuff, they don't tell you what the, final act of your character is, or if there is one, they don't tell you until the day of or the moment of because they want to get a genuine reaction. And I mean, I don't know, man. He did. Rowling told him early. It was confirmed in an interview. Then he's just he was just that much of a phenomenal actor. There you go. Fuck. Oh, no shit. It was a secret to literally everyone but him. So Harry didn't even know? Daniel Radcliffe didn't know? Wow. 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 That's a big secret to hold. He's like literally, I mean, I would never assume Alan Rickman wasn't that good. That's why you never know, because he's that good. He could do that. He could totally convince me that he was shocked. Like, fun thing in Die Hard, Alan Rickman had a great fear of heights. Oh, this is one of them. Yes, yes, this is the one I was literally just thinking of in my head, Anubis. To get the Nakatomi fall right, they told him 3 and dropped him on 1. Yeah, and they took the sheer terror in his face is legit. Yes, that was the one I was. Oh my god, is this a monkey? Cute. What the fuck? Hold up, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I lost myself. I got too excited. Frem, dude, thank you so much for 5 months of subship.
Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving Nana swings forever. I appreciate you.
The weed products in Denver are so cheap. I know, right? Frem, there we go. Frem, not that I ever assumed any of you thought I was lying, but Frem is now my proof. I'm not lying when I say how cheap weed is here. Good weed. A quarter of Lavender Jones for $40 and a gram of Grateful Dead butter for $15. It's dumb. It's dumb. And it's because we were like one of the 2 first states to recreationally legalize, so they just got the market. They figured it out. And they make a lot of, because they started first, so people would just drive here to buy the weed. So they made so much money that they can sell it this cheap. It's insane. Rolding told him a secret. That's amazing. She hates bananas, but I'll force it if I have to. Oh, and yeah, it was just violently puking and the other stuff at like 1:30. Now she has like terrible abdominal cramps and nausea. Okay, but she managing to like nibble some crackers and stuff down? She's probably good, yeah. Honestly, if she doesn't like bananas, avocados have more potassium than a banana. Like way more. I don't know the exact ratio or whatever, but exponentially more potassium than a banana. So if she likes avocados, you can mush that up. Potatoes have a lot of potassium as well. Yeah. Bananas, for some reason, I think they're just easy to get, so we know bananas are potassium right away, but there's a lot of vegetables with heavy potassium in them. For sure. Christopher Lee. Oh, my heart. My heart. I love Christopher Lee. Remember Alan Rickman's name from the Family Guy skit where Alan calls himself and he's like, "Hello, Alan Rickman. It is Alan Rickman." No, I've never watched Family Guy. I'm way out of the circle on that one. It's so bad. Heel Jolly.
4 months.
That's a really long time, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive. Giving an anus its wings. Thank you. $15 is like what I spent on lunch, and the butter's so stinky, it's nuts, right? Oh my god. I've gotten some dabs before where just opening the container in my bedroom, Zach will come in and ask if one of the dogs shit. All I did was open it. I haven't even cooked it yet. Haven't even smoked it. And he'll come in and be like, "Dude, did one of the dogs have diarrhea somewhere?" And I'm like, "No." It's so stinky. Like, some of the shit here is wild. I'm very glad you got to try it, though. It's fun. Be careful, but have fun. Just watch Robin Hood with Kevin Costner and Rickman. Oh, man. The only time I've ever liked that sheriff in my life. But not really, but kind of. I have a friend that works at a dispensary, so she brings us free edibles. Oh, fuck yes. Tomatoes have a lot of potassium, too. There you go. Tomatoes as well. Tomatoes and potatoes. So basically, like, you could probably make some mashed potatoes. That'd probably be easy to, like, spoon little tiny bits into. She could spoon little bits into her own mouth, or you could feed her. I don't know what you guys are into. You know what I mean? But also mash up avocado, like anything like that. There's potassium in a lot of different things. It doesn't have to be banana. So you don't have to, like, deep throat her with a banana if you're not into it. But if you're into it, like, you can convince her that's the only source of potassium. Like, I'm here for it. Whatever. Yes, post link. Absolutely. You're a sub, so we trust. There is trust. Family Guy is like acid or heroin. If you haven't started by this age, I wouldn't recommend it. So I tried when I was like in college, it was really big, but there was a dude I worked with at Lowe's who looked like the main character, like the dad in the show, and he was obsessed with it. He would quote this show nonstop. And this is the same person I told you guys who flirted with me by like bragging about how far his jizz flew across the room when he jerked off. Anybody recall that one? Like, that was his, like, "Hey, by the way, when I jerk off on this side of my room, it goes to the," like, that was a flirt. So I think, like, the whole package kind of made me go, I'm not going to watch that show. You know what I mean? I think that's what happened. But Stewie, the baby with the football head, fucking hilarious. I've seen lots of clips and shit from that character, and he cracks me up. But yeah, I've never like. I mean, that's equivalent of being like, by the way, I might shoot a hole through your cervix. You down? I miss him. Holy shit, autoplay. Why? Hoo-ah! That was fantastic. Thank you. That brought me back. I really do miss him, man. There's nothing like watching Alan Rickman unzip his pants to show you his non-cock. Oh, Chris, yes. Very. I mean, it was a strange time. I love people who are unique, and it always turns into a strange time. But it's made for a lot of stories like that one. The Metatron. Ugh, Dogma's such a good fucking movie. Reaper, hello, love. How are you? How are you doing? Holy shit, we have to take a break already. What the fuck? I feel like the day goes by way too fast sometimes. What happened? I hate autoplay so much. I think it's because my browser updated. I gotta go turn it off again. I mean, on what part of his brain logically said that? Like, man, she's gonna love this information. I think he probably thought, like, I would assume his dick was really big if he could shoot a load across the room or something. I don't know. He also wrote me a song and recorded it and sang it onto a CD and put it in my locker at Lowe's. And it was like to the tune of The Fragile, but it was about how good I smell. I'm not like, you can't write that. No, that's just an original experience. I've never felt more uncomfortable in my existence than listening to that CD that I found in my locker that day. In my life. In my life. Never. Yeah, it was like maybe he might, and I mean, I'm not here to like scare people. You know, I mean sometimes, but like not normally. But he's a nurse now. In Washington State. So, you know, if you're anywhere else, you're fine. Don't worry about it. And I mean, it's one thing if your significant other writes you a funny song that's meant to be creepy about your smell. That'd be hilarious if Zach did that. But we weren't. I had just broken up with his best friend. And that's when I got the CD. He was that kind of guy. No, don't do that. Jizzing on patients. And he'll always get away with it because everyone will be like, there's no way that Doodle Dob over here could jizz on room 9 down there. Someone else must have done it. He'll always get away with it because no one will assume. Like, who would assume that? You can't. I mean, he did. This is true. You can write that. That's true. I mean, yeah, it's a bad story. You shouldn't write that. Don't do that. I love Nine Inch Nails. I love The Fragile. He did too, and that's why he did it. But what? No, please. You know how you tell someone they smell good? After you give them a hug, you go, "Oh, wow, what are you wearing? You smell really nice." And when they go, "Nothing," you go, "Your skin smells tasty," and you walk the other direction. Break time. Stand up and stretch your dicks. I have to run an ad and pee already because I've already drank this whole cup of coffee. I'm so fucking hydrated. When we come back, I'd like to smoke some pot and play Control. This game is phenomenal. Maybe. I don't know. I'm into it. Oh my god. How many immaculate conceptions has this guy caused with his sniper semen? I want to die now from that. Oh my god. Mandrakan, I actually don't know where he lives anymore, but let's say I met him in college when I lived in Bellingham. So maybe up that way? He was that mystery shooter on the grassy knoll. The Lake of Jism has been a mystery for many years. Blah, 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 blah. Be right back. That's not real, is it? Please tell me people aren't cooking NyQuil chicken. No. Don't do that. Let's skip the NyQuil chicken, yeah? Mandrakan. Thank you for gifting a sub to Naughty Reaper. Naughty Reaper, you're a butt wizard of the highest order. Please go forth and be consensual in every way. Thank you for being here today to accept these wings upon your anus. Tier 1 chicken. I mean, I'm a huge fan of NyQuil, but I will take those separately. Thank you kindly. Blah. It's a 4chan meme, and the TikTokers just found out about it. Oh, okay, that's it. All right. That's cool. I have a question. And this is like, is there anything left that's not just video anymore? Like Instagram used to be? Anything? Because when I'm just chilling on my phone, I kind of fucking hate when it screams music at me or anything. And I don't have the time, attention span, or want to watch a video with strange music in it most of the time. I fucking hate it so much. What happened to just pictures? It's like Pinterest is left. Imgur, yeah. I mean, Reddit. I look at Reddit a lot, but everybody fucking hates Reddit. Ooh, Kelty. Oh, I'll have to check it. Oh, I'm excited and nervous. Am I a bad influence? Really? Oh, no. No, please. Kate Monster, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings with Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate you. Don't forget your Primes, guys. You don't have to use them here, just in general. Please use your Prime subs. We have Bezos's G-string behind us. You don't want to be part of that. I never got into 4chan. I got onto Reddit first, and Reddit just had a better layout for my brain, I guess, so it was easier for me to get into. It's unapologetically itself. Doesn't pretend to be anything it's not, and is 100% honest with itself, and can laugh at anything. Reddit? Or 4chan? Or yes. Kind of, yeah. I mean, Reddit's the first thing to hate on itself. Redditors? I've never seen anyone more self-loathing than a Redditor. Kendo, what the fuck? Najio, thank you for the 69 biddies. And Kendo, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. What the fuck? Thank you. Very much. You put us in a goddamn hype train again. I made it harder. Thank you, Mary Elizabeth, for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an annual swings for 5 months in a row.
Hail the Dank Lord. Let's cheers about it.
Thank you. A cheers has been redeemed. We shall cheers. Thanks for that lovely Bezos brainworm in my head. You're welcome. I have another one for you if we ever see Viata. If not, I'll play it anyways. But Bo Burnham has an amazing song called I'm Turning 30. And it's so relatable. He turned 30 during the breakdown, kind of, but during the shutdown, and he made a song about it, and it's so fucking good, but it's an insane earworm. It'll be stuck. Cheers. What the fuck? Sirska, thank you. Thank you for the 100 gay biddies. I appreciate you. Cheers. Kendo, you silly turd. Thank you for the 1,500 bits. I don't know what... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kate Monster, for the biddies. I appreciate you. I have my lovely little stamper. I love this thing. What are these called? Toker pokers. God, they're good. I love Toker pokers so much. Ew, I just got resin on my finger. From the Toker poker I love so much. It's fine. Still a great tool. Let's be real. Thank you. What the fuck? Najio, thank you for the biddies. You guys, you never have to do this. A hype train, if you don't know what a hype train is, it's a way to get free emotes from Twitch, but there's no requirement. There's nothing to, like, for real. Thank you. I'm very appreciative, but thank you. Resin on my finger. Yuck. The smell. It's just... Mm-mm. Ugh. Nothing like getting resin on your hand and then, like, itching your face and not knowing it's there. Oh, God. Absolutely not. Ooh, it's lilac diesel. Chris, we're smoking the same today. It's lilac diesel. Shit you not. That is what I am smoking today. Cheers. I love this strain. I'll always get it if I see it. Oh, that was a stronger hit. Thank you for the Kelty. Thank you. Kendo, thank you. I do it to thank you for such killer streams. You never have to, but thank you. I thank you. Thank you. I wish thank you. I feel like I don't do much, but thank you. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you forever. Thank you, and thank you, Kelty. Oh, con, boo. Mobile sucks. I'm sorry. I've heard people have a better time using just the desktop version of Twitch on their phone, if you're into even trying that. A random question, has anyone tried out Electrician Simulator? I have not. Is it? I tried a farming simulator, but it was so complicated, I was not into it. Like, they were literally trying to teach me how to drive an actual tractor, like a real one in IRL, but in a game. I was like, this isn't relaxing. I just want to plow some fields. I mean, Kendo, kettle, pot. I do not practice what I preach, but I will preach it regardless. Electrician Simulator. Oh, I've heard the pressure washer game was very relaxing. I played a similar one. What was it? It was a gimmicky, funny one, but it was oh god, it's like something cleanup. And Eliza and I played it last Christmas. You actually go around Santa's workshop and clean up like the catastrophe of all the elves he murdered. It's like blood, but you're just cleaning. You just literally are cleaning his workshop. But it was kind of Viscera. Thank you, Viscera cleanup detail. That was a fun game, but it was very chill. It was relaxing but funny at the same time because you saw all the different ways elves were dead, like they were impaled on shit or stuffed in presents and stuff. It was wild. My main gripe with mobile these days is that it takes like a minute to make a clip. Really, no matter what your reception is, it takes longer to make a clip on mobile. That doesn't make any sense at all. Boo. First I play your fields, and then I play your mom. Yeah, that was a fun game. It was like Christmas, and that stream is so good. I was like, oh, orders tier 36-month tier subscription. God damn. Clips already take forever. I know, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, why would they take longer on mobile if it's the same internet and everything? It just seems stupid. That is annoying. It's so weird for I mean, if you were to tell someone, hey, there's this website called Twitch where a bunch of, techie nerds for a large part of it get together and get techie and nerdy together, but it won't work on your phone very well. You know what I mean? I can't think of a word for that, but it seems counterintuitive to not have a functioning mobile app. Maybe it's just me, though. Is it ironic? Is that the right use of the word? I don't know. I grew up with the ironic song, so I grew up one of those people who everything's ironic and I don't know what it means. Is that it? I believe that's how we're going to learn manual skills in the near future. Don't go to school, play a sim. At least you'd be right 80% of the time. They're already teaching surgeons. That's how we learn. I mean, it's really expensive to get a cadaver. Like a human body is astronomical for a school to purchase. One, for like an entire class, for an entire year to have a cadaver. So usually you get fetal pigs, but a lot of what surgeons learn is all on a computer simulated program these days. It's pretty wild. Obviously they learn in surgery, like from surgeons shit, but they do a lot of stuff like that. It's pretty cool because it's risk free. You're learning at the beginning without risking human life or anything like that. You know what I mean? And it's not as expensive as buying a fucking corpse. I was still vetting. Were you really? Were you really? Oh my god, Myron. That feels like it wasn't that long ago. It's so weird. Kendo, what the fuck? Thank you for the biddies. Again, thank you for the 1,000 biddies, and thank you all for the hype train. If you got emotes, flash them. They're free from Twitch, and it's awesome. Thank you very much for the biddies and the generosity and the support of the stream and all that. I don't know what else to say. You're way too nice, and thank you. I got nothing. This is me trying not to be self-deprecating. Thank you. Twitch's older mobile app is strangely more stable and less obnoxious than the current one. Well, it's kind of like the creator dashboard. They just keep adding stuff that none of us are touching or using or looking at, but they never take anything away but hosting, I guess. They just keep adding stuff and it becomes over the top and very clunky feeling. Kendo, you can. It's very strange, but there's actually like websites you can go onto and you can apply for a human corpse for science. Like your school, but your school has to buy them. So, like my school, we had parts of humans. We never got a full corpse though. We had like a head and we'd have a leg or something, but for our full body anatomy stuff, we always had fetal pigs cuz pigs look like us the most. Why are you being needy right now? I know, but it's so early. You're just so We just snuggled. I snuggled the fuck out of them, my dudes. I promise they're fine. They're just needy today cuz dad is going to work, so they're upset with me. I'm sorry. I love you. They have to learn. They just can't always jump on me. I love them so much. I hate doing this. When God closes a door, he opens a window. Our heating bill is outrageous and 6 raccoons got in last night. Please, God, this has to stop. What? She went to the other side of me. Ugh. Wait, oh, this is the cat one? I got a cat. Hold on. I have the cat? Wait, no, I missed your other one. I got it. So this is the body positivity. The thicker your thighs are, the more kittens can lay on your lap. This is the body positivity post I've been waiting for. Slaps thighs. These bad boys can hold up to about 20 kittens. Imagine if that's how we sized pants. Like, I'm like a 10 kitten leg. I do have a cat video though. Hold up. Bubblicious gave us a cute. Wait. Oh God. Hold on. I gotta clear out. I got so many links, but I got it. Didn't I open it? What did I do with? Oh, I opened it on the middle monitor. That's what's up. Open. Oh my God. This child. Is the cat gonna knock the child out? Because I'm into that. But if the kid hurts the cat, I'm not into it. I don't think you'd give me a video like that, right? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Smelled like my weed was burning itself for a minute, but it's not. It just smells like pot in here. These thighs can hold a 75-pound standard poodle. So if there's a conversion chart for kittens, I can figure it out. Okay, hold on. Pause. Gotta be honest, y'all. I'm not having a Baja Blast right now. For real, I'm having a Crunchwrap supremely difficult time. Jesus fucking Christ. That was beautiful. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's one of those. Why does it hurt, though? Is it supposed to be pain? Should there be pain? Fuck off, sugar, you fucking dick. Do you want a taco about it? No! Sick. You're all sick. God damn it, sales. All right, it's a comic. We have to look at it together. All right, ladies, who's ready to cut the reveal cake? Cuts the cake. The inside is green. Gasp. Rips face off. Hiss. Everyone else's faces are ripped off as well. Hiss, hiss, hiss. What in the fucking fuck? This is the baby shower I want to be invited to. This one, very specifically. That's the one. That's the only appropriate gender reveal I've ever seen in my life. That's beautiful. I'm normally not into gender reveals. I think it's kind of superfluous, but that's beautiful. It's just well done. Hiss as well. It's fucking beautiful. Oh my god. I don't want to burger you with my opinions, but let's rap about. Why are you all like this? And it didn't start $1 billion forest fire. Amazing. I wonder how many fires have been started by stupid gender reveal parties. And I don't think all gender reveal parties are stupid. I think the ones where you're blowing up shit in the woods are stupid. Like, you do you, boo boo. Your kid's gonna choose what they want to do regardless. Exit light, enter night, take my hand. We're off to sue a cover band. Oh my god. Wait, but you have to. I'm not. Oh, wait, wrong scene. I'm gonna do it a dirty, but it's Metallica. Like, that's just. How many people have they sued? Did they sue Avril Lavigne? She covered Fuel and it was real bad. Secret reptiles, how would they be? I mean, sure. I'm convinced I'm like one of the Goombas from Mario sometimes. Like, I definitely evolved from a lizard. I'm way too cold-blooded for this world. Like, y'all can maintain a temperature on your own. Like, what is that? How do you do that? You mean it can be cold and you're not cold? Like, Najee, you fucking got me there. You got me there. Can't argue that one. Oh no. Ladies, if he is hot, always smells good, makes your mouth water, leaves you feeling happier than ever, he's not your man. He's a taco. Shut up. I have a little sign in my house. I don't know where it is at this exact moment. God damn it. I'm not even kidding you, Sales. I have that little sign that Zach got me for something. I don't know, but it says, "You can't make everyone happy. You're not a taco." I live by it because I'm a major people pleaser and I like need people to like me internally. So I'm always like, bubbly and cute and friendly in public, even though I just am dying. I have that I just don't know where I put it. I don't know where I hung it up. I've moved some pictures around, but that's what it says. That it's great. It's a great way to live life. Really, Kel? I'm a big fan. Tacos are like salad. There is no one taco I would say that's the best. I just think it's the concept that you can do whatever you want with a taco. I like that I can put whatever I want in a taco. Like, they're very versatile. Correction, Bowser's were evolved from a lizard. The rest were evolved from fungi. Oh shit, you got me. Nope, you got me there. I haven't seen that movie in so many years, Kel. I need to rewatch it, to be honest. You got a ticket to see Metallica? Shut up. When are you seeing them? How much are they, though? And do they play? So, I'm one of those people. I'm one of them where, like, I don't want to hear anything from anything like Death Magnetic on. I don't even know it. Like, if they played it, I'd be like, "What's this?" Because it's just terrible. Oh, it's a joke. Because I thought you were serious. Don't fuck around with my forever bands like that. I really like Metallica pre-Death Magnetic era. It's kind of like Nine Inch Nails. I like the Fragile and before when he was on drugs. Congrats on being sober, Trent. But like, meh. When it's like 110 degrees, my hands are ice cold and clammy. See, I'm the opposite. I can't. Whatever it is outside, I am. Like, I can't maintain my own body temperature. I think I'm a lizard. Can we talk about the 100% pointless McDonald's ads are at this point? Is anyone unfamiliar with the Big Mac? I, honest to God, don't. Have you ever wondered that? Like, the ads you see the most are probably the ones we don't need to see. Like, we all know those things exist. I've never seen an ad, like, on TV for something that I don't know about. Like, it's fucking Budweiser or something. Like, no shit. Still not gonna drink it. I was a fan up until Black Album. Black Album was okay for me, but it's definitely not not the best by any means. But I don't hate it. Whereas everything past that, I really didn't like. Maybe it's like when you find Metallica, like that's when you stop. I don't know. When did I find? No, because I found Nine Inch Nails during way earlier than the Fragile. Like, still, I think One of the EPs. No, that doesn't work. I don't know what it is. Trent does do great work with. Oh my god, his movie soundtracks are everything. Holy shit, yes. Oh my god, yes. Holy crap, his what would you call that? The score. Oh my god, him and Atticus Ross, Mishy, same. I will watch. I will watch a movie just because he did it. I don't. The movie doesn't have to be anything I'm interested in at all. But if he's doing the score, I'll probably enjoy the movie because his ear is so attuned to whatever. His brain is genius. Like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the newer movie that came out. I know everyone's like a hipster about. You gotta watch the Swedish version. It's better. Trent Reznor didn't do the score for the Swedish version, so it's not. To me, I will always watch the one that's got atmospheric Trenty garbage in the background over anything else. But it creates the atmosphere for me, you know? Oh no. Me. This show's boring, boss. Again, this is a Zoom conference. I really hope someone's done that. That's fucking funny. They're more about embedding the brand in your mind than promoting a product. Those are more about embedding the brand in your product than in your. I can't read. I know what you mean, Greg. Yeah, the ads about McDonald's and stuff, the brands we already know about. Those are more about embedding the brand in your mind than promoting a product. That kind of makes sense. It's probably more like kind of keeping it in your brain. Kendo, not a joke. I do go out first thing in the morning and just stand in the sun like this with my dogs while they piss and shit. And I just like soak up sun to warm up because I usually wake up shivering. It's weird. Like I have to. I don't have to, but I do absolutely go stand in the sunlight and like warm up my body before I go run. It feels good, but I'm always like I just am. I think it has to do with my heart rate being really low too. Ooh, tickets to Rammstein though before lockdown. Oh yeah, yep, been there, done that. I have a lot of those days. When you discover a band can subvert your opinions of their latter work. When you discover a band, yes, very much so. Yeah. Music breaks movies a lot for me. There's so many movies nowadays that are like, I feel like they blow their entire load on just putting some top 20s music into the movie, but the movie's actually itself just shit. My cousin gave me a copied tape of Downward Spiral in 1996. Holy shit, it blew my mind. I'm trying to think I know the first song I ever heard by Trent Reznor. I gotta figure out which album it is though. Cause you know, like, he had all the weird EPs in the middle, like Burn and Sin and stuff like that. And I just listened to them on shuffle literally my entire life. I never remember what they're actually called. I gotta look up the exact album, but I can tell you the first song by Nine Inch Nails I ever heard in my entire life. And it literally, like, it was one of those songs that I heard it and something in my brain, like, sweated. I felt my brain get sweaty and I was like, I have to hear this song 27 more times before I'm over it. And I still listen to it all the time. It's so good. Hold on. It's an old one though. I think it's on Still, I think. But I don't remember. It's not on Pretty Hate Machine. That wasn't the first one I ever heard. Great album, but it's not the first I ever heard. Why? They separated his albums into singles? They're not singles, they're EPs. Don't be hateful like this. Literally, so I'm just looking at Spotify, just trying to find out what album it is. So they have the albums, and then they have what they call the singles. The Hand That Feeds isn't on the singles, like the entire album. That doesn't make any sense. Is it fixed? No. It's very confusing. Sorry. They really made it not pretty to find. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not The Fragile. Is it Things Falling Apart? Hold on. I have to find it now. It's imperative. Music's the most important thing. This is it. But I don't know what album it's off of because the shit on the phone on the albums are all fucked up. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look for it anymore. I'm not wasting my time. Fuck that. Myron, I do. But it has to be cold out. Like, it doesn't happen to me when I'm sweating. Like, it doesn't happen to me out of nowhere. It's not like I have a hormonal issue. But yeah, I've told you about that. I have a chipped tooth. This one. there's an itty bitty chip in the bottom, and the reason I don't get it fixed is because it happened because my mom forced me to stand out in the freezing cold in Germany because she didn't believe I was as cold as I was, and my teeth chattered so hard I chipped a fucking tooth. I chipped a tooth, and to this day my mom will be like, "You ever gonna get that tooth fixed?" And I'm like, "What? This one? The I don't believe my daughter when she's dying of hypothermia tooth? No, bitch. I'm a petty cunt, but I'm allowed to be." This is the song. This crunchy beat, I was in 8th grade the first time I ever heard it. Life altering. I don't know why. I don't even know how old this. I think this song was around the year 2000 or something. 99, I want to say. Is petty cunt your superpower? It might be. It might be. Maybe. Allie, are you muted? Because you should hear it. It's very loud right now. Is anyone hearing music? Because I have it on. It's playing in OBS. I can see it in the OBS, so you should be hearing it. None? Wait. How about now? I paused it just then to speak. I paused it. This is me pausing. This is me not pausing. Pausing, not pausing. Weird. It was so on. I'm so sorry. It was on in OBS. That worries me. Why was it? Why? Hmm. I don't want to deafen everybody. Like, now what I'm worried about is because in order to get you to hear it, I had to put the volume way up. What if it changes in the middle of the song and it just gets like fucking blow your ears out? I don't want to blow your ears out. I don't think I don't think this song will, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? That worries me that it just got real quiet for no reason. I love you, Sales. Have a good lurk. I have to pee again because I drink a lot of water in the morning and I'm high. But then I'm gonna play Control if you want to lurk and help. I hope it's just the volume. I don't know. Keeping us on our toes or making your ears bleed. The song is "Slipping Away" by Nine Inch Nails. I'll play it. I'm just gonna go pee really quick. I just am a pee monster today, apparently. I will play it on the break so you can listen to it. It's a good one, but it's this opening, thick, crunchy, industrial beat it starts with. I very, very clearly remember my ears just being like turned on, for lack of a better word, in a way that music had never done to me before. I'd never heard music like this. I'd never heard industrial before, I don't think. And again, small town, everybody listened to country and rap, so nothing. And a friend of mine who was like, kind of goth and hardcore was like, I found this CD, you gotta listen to it with me. And this song just blew my fucking gourd. I don't know why. To this day, it still does. I love that industrial crunch. I don't know what else to call it, but it's great. So, volume is up. Let me start it. And then while I start the shit, let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. It kind of ends in a strange staticky nonsense, but it rolls right into the next song, which is really good, and it's called Metal. That's one thing. Nine Inch Nails was really good at making concept albums, I think is the term, where the songs flowed into one another on purpose. So the end of a song was usually the beginning of the next one. And I believe that one rolls into the song Metal, if I'm not, because my mind immediately started hearing the next song that would play, which I think is Metal. I don't know. I'm glad you liked it. Nine Inch Nails is great. That was the first one I ever heard by them, and it did something to my ears that just really altered my life. To be too dramatic about it, I guess. It changed the way I think about music. It changed the way I listen to music. It changed what music I listen to. Just finding Nine Inch Nails sent me on a fucking tract of Primus, my other favorite, Tool, all those bands. I didn't even know those existed. Just wasn't exposed. My brothers were listen to rap. They really liked rap, so that's all I knew about that, and like Britney Spears. I just gotta hear it real quick. This is the next song. That static would have immediately stopped and it would have rolled into this. I'm just turning it down. Great song though. Nine Inch Nails is dope. Trent Reznor's a fucking musical genius. I love Britney Spears. No hate, still stand. Oh, Astro, how are you, love? How's life? I missed you too. How are you? The dogs decided to investigate the lead they got on Mr. Squirrel, but it turns out he had a tough nut to crack. Jesus Christ, Nico. There's so many squirrels out today. I can see them like running across people's houses and shit, and my dogs just want to kill them. Bad. Engineer. Like you. I haven't heard this song in 20 years and I know the whole of the lyrics. That's fucked up. Chris, thank you for gifting a sub to Nico. I could learn to be a man like you. Thank you. Thank you, Fax. The Sound of Metal. I love you so much. You know the song. Everything is metal. My lighter. I gotta smoke pot for this. Cheers, everybody. Falling Apart. Thank you, Kendo. Is it Things Falling Apart? I wonder if they consider it a single on fucking Spotify. They do. It's a single. It's considered a single. Yet it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 songs. An American to You. It's a really good album. Anyways, and it is at Post Fragile, so I was wrong. I like this album. Cheers. That tasted like gasoline. There's the diesel. Whew. Chris. Make me. I have to repack my bowl. Blah. Man, this album really takes me back. Holy shit. This album's 22 years old. I don't like that. That hurts me. Right here. My brother from another mother introduced me to Nine Inch Nails. Never in my life did I feel like I had been missing out on something until that day. I feel that so fucking spiritually. Yeah. Same. It was like, how has this been around literally since the year I was born, and I've never heard it, ever. I'd never even heard Closer. I didn't hear Closer until years later. It's not one of the best songs. It's a decent song, but it's not one of the best. Like, I was appalled. I was, like, offended I hadn't been exposed to this shit before. I'm like, I've been living off listening to my brothers listen to, like, fucking Eminem. No shade on Eminem, but this is what I could have had. Astros. I mean, I love Tool. Of all Maynard's projects, Pucifer's probably my favorite. But they're all, I mean, I worship the ground Trent Reznor, Maynard James Keenan, Walk On. And Prentice. You know, Les. Yeah. They're gods. They're music gods. Can you imagine my young disappointment when I discovered they're all about 5'5", 5'4", meaning 5'4" tall? Young at heart with that fucking 30-month sub. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an Ace Wings for 30 months. That's a really long time, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Sober's such a good song. I started getting into Tool when 10,000 Days came out, I think. So that album's probably like I know that album the most all the way through. Like I used to go driving in the mountains and just listen to that album on repeat constantly. That album and Slipknot's Subliminal Verses. I would have those 2 CDs on repeat, just put them in and out of my thing and just scream them. But I just honestly, like, we had like 2 radio stations we even got in my town and it was nothing. So in order to get exposed to anything like that, someone had to move into town who was new or something. It was weird. Real small town. It's not on the same level of trippiness, but does anyone remember the music from Presidents of the United States? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I still listen to Presidents of the United States. They're fantastic. My grandpa used to listen to Presidents of the United States. Driving home from work at 1 in the afternoon, first time I heard Smells Like Teen Spirit, oh my God, in the car. Oh, that must have killed you that you couldn't, like, go back. Remember hearing a song on the radio and then they wouldn't say the title after the song? It would just go into like a commercial and you'd be like, did I just hear my favorite song in the whole world and now I don't know what it's called or where I have to find it again? I remember those days. Those days hurt physically. Rev 2220 is so fucking good. I listen to that song a lot. Thank you, Young. I love you and I appreciate you. A Perfect Circle Passive. Oh, I love Passive. That is such A Perfect Circle's great. I mean, there's nothing by him I don't like. I don't think you guys could say a song by Maynard that I wouldn't like. I'm gonna say I love them all, but yes, I love A Perfect Circle. I think A Perfect Circle was the most popular like project of his. Like when I was in high school and stuff, that was what he was really working on because that's when like Constantine came out, and I think Rev 2220 was in that. And that's when like Underworld came out, and I think Rev 2220 was in that too. That song was really popular for some reason. And so I think that project was like his biggest one at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Time is weird in my head. Tool was the first one, then A Perfect Circle, then Pucifer. I've seen Pucifer 3 times in concert. I've seen A Perfect Circle once. I've never seen Tool in concert. I would kill to. They've just never come to the city I'm living in currently. It sucks. Weird. How are you, love? Nom. Hit the mic that time. That was weird. Thank you for resetting the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings. I appreciate you. Thank you. The hell? My music rolled into like, what? Please no. Thank you. Good. I'm glad. What's weird, my family don't understand why I'm at 63. I still love this music. Why? I mean, dude, my mom, I think she's offended that this wasn't a phase. I don't know when mom started saying things were going to be a phase, but that was my entire childhood. And I still, to this day, I think every time she sees me, she's like a little bit more upset it wasn't a phase and still isn't a phase. She's like, oh, still have blue hair okay. Still not a phase. We're going to get, like, I think she's still just a little bit, I think she believed it. I think she believed the lie that, like, I was going to have this phase of enjoying metal and blue hair, but I'm going to die having blue hair and metal in my veins. But I like all music. I really like all music. I think that baffles her more than anything. She can't take that I like a lot of music. She's like, it just sounds like noise. And I'm like, okay. Music's there to enjoy, not to hate on. So if you enjoy something I don't enjoy, I'm not going to hate on. I'm not going to like dig at you for it. I don't know why anyone would. Where's my bowl? There it is. Denial. Yeah, I think it's like, I don't think she says things on purpose because she's not an evil-hearted person. She does need therapy, however. I do really wish she would go to therapy, but she'll say things like she'll see someone with tattoos when my sister and I are right there with her. We're like walking around to get lunch or something, and she'll be like, "Man, tattoos just make people look so dirty." And my sister and I are like, we look at each other like, covered in tattoos. Like, okay. Thank you. But I don't think she realizes what she's saying when she says it. Because she's never maliciously said something directly. She doesn't like tattoos. I mean, she'll straight up say she doesn't like them. But she's never come at me negatively like that. I don't think she knows what she's doing. When you know what I mean? Dude, I love country. I still listen to country. Like, I listen to everything. I will never bar myself from a music genre because I didn't like one song. You know what I mean? It's like disliking a movie and being like, nah, I don't like movies. Okay. Nah, dude. There's a lot of good. There's like I don't know. There's good music. Like genres don't even. They've made so many weird ass sub genres now. I feel like now it's like metal, new metal, death metal, slasher metal, rough metal, sexy metal. Not like I don't know anymore. There's so many. It's music. There's good music and there's not, and I think it just depends on your ear. To each their own. And if you're driving, you get to pick the music. That's the rule. My mom thinks it's just a phase when I say I have no romantic interest and don't want to have kids. Oh, my mom she still thinks I'm going to have kids. To which I say, how? But sure. I mean, if that's what keeps you happy, like that weird hope, okay. Who am I? I'm going to live my life. And if it's disappointing to someone else, that's not my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to disappoint myself. That's like, I don't want to be on my deathbed and be like, man, sure wish I would have gotten tattoos instead of been worried about my mom thinking I'm dirty. Arguably, I'm more clean than most because I exfoliate the fuck out of my tattoos so they look nice. So, ugh. I don't care for twangy country. Love old school and pop country like Wreckers, Michelle Branch. I grew up on the music, the shit I like. I like old Tim McGraw, old Faith Hill, Trisha Yearwood, uh, Clint Black, I think was his name. Trying to think of, I'm picturing my parents' case of CDs in their car that we would listen to. Sheryl Crow, I don't know, like her older music, like her first album, the Leaving Las Vegas and the Na Na song, that album. If you want to consider that country, I don't know. That was kind of the stuff that we went on a lot of road trips, so we would listen to that like on repeat. I can still sing entire Tim McGraw albums from heart. It's a little fucking weird. I have a lot of kids, but my furry pod kids are definitely, yeah, the priority children. Brooks and Dunn, Shania Twain, Dixie Chicks, yep. Chris, yep. That was like the last country I really ever heard because the radio stations still play that country. I think past that it became too poppy and it just went weird. Or the big country fans considered it too poppy, so it wouldn't be on the radio station because they still, like, if you go to a radio station, they're still playing Trisha Yearwood from 1994 or oh god, what was her name? Strawberry Wine. Was that Trisha Yearwood? Did I shave my legs for this? Who was that? No, it's Dana Carter. Dana Carter? I don't know how I'm pulling that name out of my ass. It is. Oh my god, Dina. Is it Dina? Deanna Carter? Yeah, wow. Right out me butthole for you. Strawberry Wine. 17. I could still sing it. I haven't heard that in like fuck. I could not tell you. I think about the did I shave my legs for this a lot though. That's a quote that runs in my brain pretty frequently. Hi Ty B, how are you, love? Ooh, Johnny Cash and Lila. We got a little bit of Johnny Cash here and there, but that was mostly my stepdad. He was into that, but they were more the poppy, I guess the more mainstream country that you would hear on the radio and stuff. The only comment my mom made about tattoos was, "Aren't you afraid of needles?" Oh, I've absolutely gotten that one too. Like she'll say that to friends and stuff when other people compliment my tattoos. Isn't it weird that she'll cry a river if she has to get a shot? And everyone else goes, "No, that's not weird." Anyone with a tattoo says, "No, that's not weird." That's not the same. That's like saying getting a cat scratch is the same as surgery. I'm sorry, what? No, not the same cut, my dear. Not the same cut. Rock or slightly pop. There you go. Yeah, kind of rock. I think it's her first album. It's the one that looks like a patchwork quilt, but it's her face in different. It's like, God, I can't remember the name of the album. That's the one I own. That's the only album of Sheryl Crow I know and I like. It's the All I Want to Do album. All I Want to Do. I really like that album. I think so many genres are there to help people more precisely nail down what they like. Do you ever think that walls people in though, so then they don't go out and try different music anymore? Like if I see this is just a for instance, but like if I see Kendo gift 5 subs in the channel, I think profusely and ask why. Thank you, Kendo, you silly fuck. I appreciate you. Lil Angel, the undefined one. Hatto for real, Dr. Vimes, and Anon people. A non-rebel. I got it. A non-rebel. The L I thought was an exclamation mark, and I was like, non-rebe? What the fuck? Rebel. I can read. Thank you for being here today to accept these wings upon your anus. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways and accept these emotes. And refresh the channel so you don't have to suffer ads. Thank you for being here. I am good. I slept like 10 hours last night, so I feel a little wired, but I'm good. There's lots of Carter sisters in country. I don't know. Deanna Carter was the only one I knew with the Strawberry Wine. So I think it was the album was Strawberry Wine, wasn't it? It was a good album though. I liked it. Guitar pop? All right. I like that. All I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. It's a great song. Don't hate me. You love it. Shall we play some Control? It's such a good song. No one's mad about that song. It starts out so good, like her sitting at the bar with the guy and like the whole it's a genius song. It was before its time, and it's timeless. It's a timeless song. If you listen to the whole thing, it's like, yeah, the all I wanna do, that part, that chorus that everyone knows, yeah, it's like basically knowing that I wanna fuck you like an animal from Closer, and that's the only lyric you know of Closer. Yeah, but like, let me just play the first lyrics for you. She tells a story about a burnout dude who's like burning himself with matches and peeling labels off of a bottle of Bud on the end of the bar. And that's how she starts the song. And he's the one singing it. He's the one saying, all I want to do is have some fun. It's fucking, hold on. Just enjoy it. Bathe in it. This is LA. Says the man next to me out of nowhere. He says his name is William. Yeah, let's hit. Cut always. Cheers. His whole life. Cheers. It skirts and suits. Nothing like Billy and me. I'm not. It's a good song. Over Santa Monica. A good beer buzz early in the morning. Same. Off his bottles of Bud. Right? There it is. Summer Jam before it was a danger. This is my past. Anyways, that's the. I mean, if you listen, the song is I mean, I think that All I Want to Do chorus got stuck in a car commercial or something. So everyone ended up like, it's like that I Like How Your Body Moves song that was in every car commercial or cell phone commercial or whatever for 50 years. It killed a lot of songs that, if you listen to them, actually are fucking dark and kind of wonderful. Down in It's a fucking good song. I love that song. I think all of my favorite Nine Inch Nails songs are ones that I found like deep in other albums that never ended up hits. Like Metal is one of my absolute favorites. Where When the Big Come Down, I think it's just called Big Come Down or Big or whatever. When the Big Come Down is such a fucking good song, but it's not. It's older. It's not a hit. It didn't get a music video, so no one knows about it unless they were probably traumatized as children and grew up listening to Nine Inch Nails. I like a good weed buzz early in the morning, says the man next to me out of nowhere. Same. Amen. I wouldn't want a beer buzz in the morning. You just get fucking sick. That sounds like a bad time. I'm pulling up Control right now, but I'll absolutely start Closer because it's a great song. Did you know? I can't remember. God, it was a really long time ago, but the music video for Nine Inch Nails was put in a Hall of Fame or something for like best music video to ever have existed ever at the time or something. And if you've ever seen it, I'm not going to show it. I can't show it. There's nudity and all sorts of stuff, but it's a pretty wild ride. If you've never seen the music video for Closer, which is the I Want to Fuck You Like an Animal song, for those that are like, what's Closer? It's that one. Right With Decay is great. I'm trying to think, what's my favorite random one? I like a lot of instrumentals, to be honest. God, it's a classic. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of some of his EPs. I gotta look at him. La Mer, that was literally... Ty, get out of my head. That was the first one that popped in my mind, but I was like, I don't want to say it right away. Chronicle, 100% understand that. Yeah. Crazy that the song's called Closer, but I like it. I gotta look at I think it's La Mer. I'm not even kidding you, Diaby. When you said that, my brain said La Mer, but I was like, I don't want to go with my instinct because there's so many songs. I might be wrong, but that was my instinct. Yes. Let's see. No, not Sin. Ooh. Mm, I really like Reptile, but would you consider that a random one? Reptile is one of my favorite songs. But I can't remember if that was popular or not. To me, it was. I really like Heresy, but I wouldn't consider that a random one. I mean, Perfect Drug, but that's not a random one. That was like a single. Uh, I mean, Lost Souls or whatever, the one that was on The Crow. Duh. Who didn't love that song? Yeah, I have to go. I think I have to stick with La Mer. Fuck my ass. Yes, Cut and Run. Yes. Was this 89? No, I thought this one was like 93. Wasn't Closer 1993? Or the Downward Spiral. Hold on. 94 was Downward Spiral. Yeah, this one's 94. Would you like to know fun Nine Inch Nails trivia, though, now that we're into the loud instrumental end of the song? Fun Nine Inch Nails trivia. Pretty Hate Machine, the legendary I'm a pretentious Nine Inch Nails fan, if that's my favorite album, that came out in 1989, was actually the second proposed album. The first album that Nine Inch Nails as a band together collectively tried to get bought by a label or whatever, was in 1988, and it was called Purest Feeling. 1988. The year I was born. They're my band.
Fight me! It's like they created themselves for me. In the purest way. I feel like I have a dog hair on my lip. Why y'all gonna be gross?
Getting dog hairs on my fucking mouth. You're not old. Shut up. I'm young. Put it that way. Call me a fetus. Don't get down on yourself. Downward Spiral recorded in the Sharon Tate house. PHM was building a keg. Broken was turning it into a powder keg. Downward was coating it in kerosene and lit it. Ugh. Big, yeah. I think the Fragile, if I had to pick, like, why is it playing nature sounds? Get the fuck out of here. If I had to pick one Nine Inch Nails album to ever listen to forever, like it was the only one I was allowed to listen to, I'd pick the Fragile. If you made me pick a side, I don't know. That one's harder. Probably the right side, just because it has a more variety of music. The left side's like mostly soft. Mostly, I feel like. But goddamn, I don't know. That's his best album, and sadly, it's the last album he made before he got sober. Our Trenty got sobesies, which good for him. I'd rather him sober happy. He has beautiful children and a wife, and he seems to be happy. I follow him on all the socials because I'm addicted. But I mean, that was the best music. That was the best music, sadly. Boo. Didn't Trent have a pop career? Oh, yes. It was in a band called, like, Birds or The Birds or something like that. Yeah. It was in the 80s. I think, like, early 80s, if not late 70s. And he wears, like, it's great. Yeah. He plays on keyboard, and it's, like, a pop. It didn't go anywhere, though, I don't think. What was it called? Birds? Birds were in the title. Birds something. Yes. He was in a little thing. And he did... I think he grew up with his grandparents for some reason. If I remember, it's been a while since I've like read anything on him, but I think he grew up with his grandparents, and they highly encouraged him to play piano and take piano lessons, and that's like where he centered all of his attention. So he's always been phenomenal that way. But I don't remember the exact timing on it. You were born in 88? Yeah. My parents fucked in Maui to make me. I'm technically Maui made. Heyo. Academia nut, they should have called me. The white package on the table next to you looks familiar. Yes. DJ. Okay. Something knocked over, but it's fine. Yes. Finally, I got all my packages. I'm so excited you're here. Hopefully that lovely little fucking indent on it means nothing, but I think it feels like there's nothing rattling in it. It does not smell like anything's broken, so I think we're fine, but I'm so excited. Let's open this real quick before we start Control. I love this game so much. Thank you so much to those who still hang out with me while I play games. I still really love having chat to hang with. My mom was pregnant with me on her honeymoon. That's how she knows. They went to Reno for their honeymoon. They didn't really have a wedding. They got married at the courthouse and had like a little reception, but then they went to Reno for their honeymoon. And she said that for the first time in her life, cigarette smoke made her feel sick. And she was like, oh no. And it was because 3 months before they went on a business trip to Maui and made Maui. Yay! At least they were in a state of happiness, right? Thank fuck for that, right? God damn. God damn. She actually quit smoking on the spot, Anubis, because of me. she smoked cigarettes. I think her and my dad both smoked cigarettes. And my dad, I think he quit and restarted again later because he like went through shit and whatever. Died. But she quit on this. She said she cold turkeyed. She said the moment she knew she was pregnant with me, she was done. Didn't have to do a quitting or anything. From CJ. They even said it was from you. Okay, let's pray. It smells like hot sauce, but I don't think anything's broken. I think it's fine. So this is a super dope company that CJ's friends have. What would you say? They have. Oh no, something leaked. Please don't be broken. Something did leak. I might have to run over to the sink real quick with it. But I don't care. The hot sauces that they make are phenomenally tasty. I went through 3 bottles in a matter of 6 months, I think. Tasty. You know what I mean? They're not like, oh, this is super spicy and I'm a really cool person because I can eat it without bleeding out my ass. No, they actually, like, the flavors of them were so good. And I'm not just saying that because they are so kind enough to send me hot sauce for free. They're actually phenomenal. You guys know I can't lie. Yes, BDO. Oh my God. I saw you this morning. Say hi. You must have had to run. I opened the coffee. We talked about it. I made it. It's so fucking good. The bags, unfortunately, are over by my sink now because I made the coffee. Fuck. I'm going to go grab one. I'll have to go grab one because I think one of these might have leaked or something. Is it? Oh, it's this one. I think it's this one. Please don't be the green salsa. Green's my personal favorite of all salsas. I just really like verde, but it's fucking delicious. It's so, well, Zach went. No, it's totally cool, BDO. Yeah, Zach went and pulled the where the fuck is my shit with a big intimidating manness. And he got our shit finally. It still wasn't sorted, but he was able to get our shit, thank fuck. But the coffee's so good. Literally, like, it is a coffee I would have just picked based on the description. It's like, I think the notes, like the flavor notes are dark chocolate, brown sugar, and creamy. Like, those were the flavor notes, and it's really good. I made a cup of it, but I waited because I wanted to open it with you, but totally cool. I will go grab one bag, and I want to go figure out which one of these leaked or whatever. So real quick, I'm going to run to the sink because I know, I'm hoping it's just a loose cap or something. And you know, like the pressure when you ship boxes that have a seal cap on them, sometimes it busts like that. I'm hoping it's that, but I think it's just one of them. So I think it's salvageable, but I'm just going to run and go do this at the sink real quick. I can't guess what it is though. Tasty, but there wasn't enough to fucking guess which one popped. Well, that was did you see the top of the box? The top of the box looks like it was stabbed, but all the bottles were wrapped really, really nicely in plastic, in a bubble wrap, and it didn't look like they were stabbed, but that's how I got the package, with a nice little fuck hole in the bottom, so we'll see. I don't know. It's only one of them. It's fine. They sent me CJ, they sent me 5 bottles this time. What the fuck? Did they make more? Are there more flavors? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay. I'm going to go wash these real quick, and then maybe I'll grab a chip and we can taste them. If I have chips, I have no idea. If not, I'll order some. I would love to be Moana. I wish. My dream. There's a line at the edge of the sea and it worst. I had the hot sauce all over my fucking hands. I am so sorry. I did not realize I left you in silence. And that's a big me bad. I apologize a million times. However, 4 were fine, and it was a green, which means I still have 2 greens. You spoiled me rotten, CJ. Thank you, fucking thank you. So it's called Binko's. This is the brand. And I've had them before. Their sticker is actually on my desk, like under my desk mat, my mouse mat. But they're really fucking good. If you like hot sauce that's like it's spicy. So like if you're someone who's like, I really don't like spice, this will burn your mouth. This is going to hurt. It's for people who like hot sauce, definitely. It's got a kick to it, but the flavors are just phenomenal. And I mean, I'm genuinely always a green fan, and I was yet again, big shocker. I really like jalapeno salsa. Sue me. It tastes good. I like the flavor. It doesn't necessarily taste like a green jalapeno, but it's tasty. I just realized I put my phone in my shirt. But I'm old. Please don't be hot sauce. No, it's water. It's water. It's water. It's Nick. I'm not even kidding you. This one is the best on eggs, the red. This is the Lucky 32, right? Yeah, this is the best on eggs, in my opinion. I think red salsa is the best on eggs. This is the best in burritos. It's the habanero one. I think it just tastes really good because habanero is pretty strong, so it needs like a lot of other ingredients so it doesn't take over the flavor completely. In my opinion, that's just me. And then the green sauce is for everything ever. Put it on your nipples, witchcraft, enemies. But yeah, this is what happened to the bottle. I brought it over. I think what happened because they were sorting it for so many days, it must have gotten thrown because literally it's just the bottom. Like the bottom just snapped off. I wouldn't eat any of that hot sauce because I'd be afraid there'd be broken glass in it and I would die. But yeah, it was just the bottom completely. That's the bottom. Just right the fuck off. So I'm assuming they probably, dropped the box and that's what glass does, which is sad. I know. Maybe, I mean, CJ, I can take a picture of it if you can like get your guys to get a refund from the shipping people or whatever they can do. I don't know the specifics, but I'll send you a picture of the broken bottle if you can get your money backs or whatever, or they can get some retribution from the shipping. Stick something in there, like it looks like a dirty butthole, but this is my favorite hot sauce. It's the green one. It's super tasty. Thank you guys. I'm sorry that took so long. I just it's like leaving chicken bones on the counter. Like the chances that my dogs are gonna get on the counter are really slim, but if they did because it smelled good and they ate a chicken bone, I'd be in the vet so fast. Like it'd be a really bad time. I'm just paranoid about leaving stuff like that around. So I appreciate you guys giving me the time to snap my neck to clean up the glass. It was just a little bit, but thank you. What brand? Binkos. I'll show you the label. They're actually friends of CJ's. And he asked if I wanted to try it. I wish my camera would zoom in better than that. It doesn't, unfortunately. Binkos. And they're like a, family owned, small, personal owned business. It's not like some conglomerate, You're talking to the owners. And they're super nice people. And the hot sauce is dank. Don't know what else to say. It's dank. I like hot sauce, though. I put it on everything. Big hot sauce fan. It's also like, if you couldn't tell, it's not watery, so it's not like Tabasco. No hate on Tabasco, but you know how Tabasco is basically like a fluid. It's all three flavors that I've tried have like chunk. They have like, you can hold. You take a bite of burrito and put a little hot sauce on, and then you have a couple hot sauces, and each bite is a different hot sauce. It's not a hot sauce that's just gonna fall into the burrito, and you're like, well, the burrito is that now. It will sit like it's. Yes, absolutely, CJ. You are a sub, which means we trust you not to post porn or shit. Yes, absolutely. Please post a link for it. Absolutely. Yeah, they're good. I'm not sponsored, not an ad. Just I can't figure out what's going on. I feel like my shirts are weirdly layered, and I keep feeling I'm twisting. It's just me. I fidget too much. My favorite hot sauce that I can get at a grocery store is, oh my god, what is it called? It's like I think it has the name Arizona. It like has the state's name Arizona in it. It's like Arizona something, and they have a jalapeno hot sauce that is phenomenal. And I can always find it at health food stores. Like I found it in Baltimore and I found it in Seattle at like local co-ops and shit. They always have it because I think it's an organic hot sauce, but it's Arizona something. I don't have any right now, otherwise I'd grab it. I don't even know what to Google for it. Arizona something. But they have a couple different flavors. The jalapeno is just my favorite. I love it so much. I would put it on anything. I put it in. It's kind of, I think the reason I like jalapeno salsa mainly is because it's a flavor that you can cross genres of food with, I feel like, personally. Like, I'll put it in Asian, styled food, like rice and eggs and stuff like that. I'll put green salsa on that. And it has like a nice vinegary tang that just adds to it. Is it Arizona peppers? Fuck yes. I didn't want to Google just like Arizona or Arizona hot sauce because I feel like there's going to be a lot of Arizona hot sauces, but Arizona peppers, jalapeno hot sauce is the first one that comes up. I wonder if they're that popular. I found them in a couple grocery stores. Oh, yep, that's the exact one. Not even shitting you. It's so weird that I remember it because I do not have it in my house, but I live by this hot sauce. I would buy it anywhere. I would like put this in my purse and Beyonce this shit. But this is because this is one you can buy at a grocery store. You know what I mean? Did I go to the wrong screen? Or is it not communicating? There we go. This bitch. I can find it almost any health food store. Sometimes Safeways and stuff. But it's just really tasty. Very versatile. Another jalapeno. I would say the flavor is It's on par with Binko's. However, Binko's has a little bit of a step up because Binko's has more chunk. I don't know how else it's not chunky. How else do I say that? It's not chunky, it's thicker. You know what I mean? Not it doesn't have chunks. That sounds so bad. I don't know a word for it. It's just got it feels like it's got more it's got oomph. Yeah, it's got viscosity. Yeah, it's not watery. It's not as watery. Whereas that hot sauce is more like the Arizona one. If you buy it, it has the spout where it's kind of like the Tabasco spout where you have to like pump it to get it to come out because it's more fluid. So if it just poured, you would just pour the entire bottle out. Whereas the Binko's ones, these do not have that stopper because they're thick. You have to like that shit out. And I prefer that because if I have a burrito, I'll have all three of these hot sauces out and I'll do one bite each hot sauce. Like I'm a weirdo. I like to have different flavors. And if my hot sauce just fucking dumps itself into the entire burrito, I'm pissed. I'm like, fuck. That entire side is now that. You know what I mean? More body. Yeah, I can't. You can see it in the broken one. It's thick. It's not like just fluid, and they're all like that. And that's my personal favorite. It's easy. It's better for chip dipping. You know what I mean? Like some hot sauces, you try to dip it, and it just like leaks out off the edges of the chip, and you're like, I don't. Thanks for the juice shower. It's the juice. I prefer the thicker ones, but that's me personally. So that's just like that's from me to you. You take that with you will, and they're probably honestly on par price. And one is a brand that you're going to find in grocery stores, and one's a brand you're going to find from a local family. So, the El Yucateco habanero sauce, that one's a good one. That's one of the very few habaneros I like. I feel like a lot of hot sauces that are like habanero themed it's just habanero. Like, it's such a strong flavor to me. I don't know if it's that way with everybody, but it takes over everything. Just all the flavor of all the food will just taste like habanero now, which isn't a bad thing. But like I said, I kind of like a little variety. It has the juice. And then I found butter. I like them thick with two C's. Me too. I don't want to pour salsa. I don't want to pour my hot sauce on my plate and have it just like turn into a puddle. I like a little pile so I can like, dab. I just got resin on my finger again. God damn it. Fucking cocks. I love jalapeno jelly. You want to know one of the weirdest foods I ever made? I made this when I was way young. I was like in 4th grade. We had a neighbor, not a neighbor. She lived on our cul-de-sac. And she was like literally 97, but she had no family or anything. And the kids of the neighborhood would just go over to her house randomly and she would bake cookies with us. And I'm pretty sure she was a witch. Like her house was an ancient ass, as ancient as Victorian as you can get on the west coast of America. You know what I mean? Ancient to us. But she had like 3-inch thick dark emerald green carpets that you would like your whole foot would fucking sink into when you walked through it. The whole house was very dark wood everywhere. But one time I went to her house and we made chocolate chip cookies with bits of chili in them. I can't remember if it was jalapeno or what it was, but they were so good. I've never forgot them. I was so young and she was so scary, but those cookies were so good. And I thought she was losing her mind. Like I was like, is she she's putting chilies in cookies. All right, this is the point where I'm worried about what else we're putting in the food. Like, should I be eating this? No, they were phenomenal. She was just like a cook. Like she liked to make weird kind of different stuff. It was so good. She was going to eat us. Oh, yeah. Thank fuck I was kind of a scrawny kid. I wasn't where's my bowl? I wasn't on the table for the meal, thankfully. Oh, she was. She was so adorable. She was really tiny, and I was already pretty tall. I wasn't 6 foot yet. I think I was probably like 5'8" or something, and she was maybe 5'3" before the hunch, but she had that her body was shriveling, so she was so wee. Like, I remember she was barely up to her counters. Like, when she would do stuff on the counters, her arms had to go up a little bit. She was a sweet. She was so nice. I mean, she never did anything creepy, but her house was like my dream house. It was like a witch house. It was so cool. But we made these. I can't remember if it was jalapeno or whatever, but it was that spicy and sweet is phenomenal. My wife dreams of being being the one-eyed witch that scares all the kids in the neighborhood. I feel like I already am that. I feel like when I'm in my front yard, neighbors just stare at me and smoke. And I'm like, oh, stop. Also, but I am like one of the 3 white people in the radius for miles, so that might be it too. They're probably like, is she gonna be one of them? I'm not. I promise. I will be whatever you want me to be. Chris, thank you so much for gifting us up to Muscle Babies. I appreciate you. Muscle Babies, you're about wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you. Appreciate you. Biff, you said it. I didn't. What? No. It's a fire hazard. If I burst all my neighbors into flames, wouldn't they that would be like a fire hazard. Oh, Najeel.
Did you take your joy today? Never
I need to
forget to
burp
take
so
your
bad.
joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Oh my god, I needed to burp. That was terrible. I think I like inhaled. I like backwards burped some smoke. I'm gonna die now. Oh my god, Silver, how does that feel? Do they know? Or have they ever said anything rude? That burned. I held it in too long because I really wanted to burp. You live in secret? Why? Because of that? Are you worried that there would be like nasty ass hate crime? I had a rather funny daydream about you. Ooh. My friends and I talked about how great it would be to see a dark evil queen interacting with animals and magic the same way Disney princesses do. Like, imagine the Snow White scene of her getting dressed with the forest animals, but instead it was you with spiders and dogs. You know, I've actually, like, literally sketched mock ups of something exceedingly similar. One of the nicknames my teachers called me in high school was Snow White because of my affinity for animals and my black hair. And nothing else. I was not singing or talking to. I didn't have a 7-man trail behind me or anything. Silver Zen, that reminds me, I heard a I guess a quote, a saying, whatever you would call it, ages ago, and I can't remember who said it, but it was do good quietly. I like that. I think it was in reference to virtue signaling and how some people have kind of a psychosis where they will seek out like donating mass amounts to charity and shit like that just so it's in the news or just so people talk about it, just so they can talk about it, like that kind of neuroses that happens. And it ended with, do good quietly. And I take that forward and I apply that to a lot of things in my life. I think it's a really good thing to do. That made me sweat. I'm instantly sweaty. That hit was hard. Holy shit. Snow White, yeah. Snow White for Halloween. I did her a couple years ago, but I think I did. What did I do a couple years ago? Oh, I know it was many years ago. It was when I lived in Baltimore. I did it Snow White, and I did it so it looked like my mouth was rotted off from the apple. Like the apple maggots ate my mouth away.
You came back.
But I could probably think of something different to do. But the problem is I have blue hair. Like there isn't really a way to eliminate that other than dyeing my hair dark brown, which would be permanent and forever, and I would be so sad. I think a lot of people that live for fame are notorious for that. Like, why else do we hear about millionaires donating to charity? I think they can ask for that to remain anonymous. And if you're a bajillionaire, you can probably pay people to keep that anonymous if you wanted to. But is that still doing it quietly or is that doing it loudly in terms of how hard you're trying to hide it? I don't fucking know. Chris, thank you for gifting a sub to Silver Zen, you silly fuck. I appreciate you. Thank you. Zen, you know what's up. Continued consensuality. Butt wings. Emotes. Refresh. Thank you. Smoke so hard it makes you sweat. So what weed does is, like, every time you smoke weed, it causes a little bit of a vasodilation at the initial hit, which means all your vessels kind of pump up a little bit. And when you take a really big hit and you hold it for a little too long, not only is that happening, but your body is also becoming a little bit anoxic, which makes your heart beat faster and makes you gasp a little bit harder and breathe a little bit harder because your body thinks you're suffocating because you're holding smoke in your lungs. And that combination brings all the heat to the surface of your skin because all your capillaries dilate, which means they're filling full of blood a lot faster, so you sweat. That was a lot of science. I'm sorry.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Wait, Myron, what are you apologizing for? What are you apologizing for? You know what I say. I have a lot of plans for Halloween. I have a lot of I have not a lot. I have like 4 or 5 ideas so far for just special effects stuff I want to do. I think I told you guys about one. One of my ideas that I'm going to do probably first because I have all the pieces for it is like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but he shorted out and the bulb that was his nose exploded into his eyes and his face. So, I'm going to do that one, which is going to be super fun. And I have a couple others. I have them written down in my journal. I gotta look at them. But that one I have all the pieces for, so I'm excited to do that one. But never apologize. I love the suggestions, to be honest. It's a good challenge. I like a challenge. Like, it's not challenging for me. Most recreations of SFX are just shadows. It's just like contour and stuff. And to me, that's not much of a challenge. But when you say like, oh, you've already done Snow White, and I think to myself like, I have, but I could probably do it different and better. That's what I think. It's challenge to myself. It's like challenging myself to be better than myself. You know what I mean? Like I've done, I did, what's her name? Miss Argentina from Beetlejuice. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident. I did that one Halloween, but I could probably do that better. Once you do it once, the moment I'm done with it, I think to myself all the things that could have exponentiated the process that I had to do it first to understand that. You know what I mean? You know that. That's very much an ADHD thing. Don't apologize. Smart is sexy. Agreed. Smart is sexy, and asking questions are the only way you gain intelligence. People seem to forget the book description of Snow White. Lips as red as roses, ebony black hair, skin as white as the freshest snow. She would look like either a vampire or a newly made corpse. 100%. Oh, yeah. Like, she would be Damien. Like, no one would think... Everyone would be like, your child's possessed. There's something wrong with that one. It's talking to animals now. I get paranoid when I smoke. I know a lot of people that do, and I'm so sorry that happens. I'm not one of those people that thinks weed is for everybody in any way, shape, or form. I even suggest that normal, regular smokers always keep CBD on hand because nowadays, especially with legal weed, and I'm pretty sure that's where most states that it's not recreationally legal, I think they're getting weed from recreationally legal states, they've bred them to a point where there's no CBD in the plant anymore at all. So regardless of whether or not you get a sativa or an indica, chances are, I have a package right here. What does it say? THC, 27.6%. CBD is 0. 99.9% of them say that because no one wanted to be sleepy while we were smoking all the time. We don't want couch lock all the time. We just want to be a little high and take the edges off. You know what I mean? But you can buy buds specifically bred to have high levels of CBD in it. And CBD tends to be the component of the plant that calms you down and can take that anxiety and that paranoia away. So even myself, I smoke every day. I would consider myself like a regular smoker of pot. I have a huge jar in my bedroom of Wana. Wana's the brand, WANA, Wana gummies. And I think they're like 10 milligrams of CBD a piece, just in case. Because if you ever get too high, whatever that is for you, it doesn't have to be to the point of paranoia. It could just be too high. You can take some CBD. Gummies, sublingual is always going to be the best and most fast acting. But gummies for me are good because you chew them up and your body starts the digestion process in your mouth. So some of it's absorbed sublingually instantly. Some of it is absorbed into your stomach and your digestive tract. And so there's an all over spread of the CBD, in my opinion. I don't know why it works, but it's worked for me before because everyone has the potential of getting too high. Like, I don't want to stand up and feel dizzy. That is never the point of stoned I want to be in my life. I don't, like, unless Trump's on TV, then sometimes I want to be unconscious. But you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. And that's infrequent. I don't like that feeling. I never did. I don't like to get blackout drunk. I like to just, fuzz it up a bit. That's kind of my goal. And I like that about the weeds nowadays, that they don't have a shit ton of CBD in them. That being said, there are still weed strains that make me sleepy as fuck. I don't know why. I'm trying to think. Cherry strains? What was it? I got one recently. It was like cherry pie or something like that. It made my eyes sweat. Like, it felt like my eyes were swelling shut. And I don't get red eyes or squinty eyes. I haven't gotten that since like high school because I don't smoke myself stupid usually. And I did instantly, and I hated it because I want to get up and do shit. Like, I have energy. I have stuff to do. I'm not one to every day just couch out. Corpse Bride, 100%. You can yuck a yum any day. I don't consider it a yuck a yum. I consider it an opinion. Totally cool. As long as you don't hate me for what I like. I think that's when I don't understand. And I'm sure you agree. Like when people are like, I can't believe you listen to metal. Oh my God. How could you? Or like liking a movie, judging you because you like a movie. As long as I'm not out here listening to like racist banjo backyard fucking bullshit, like then judge away. But music's there to be enjoyed, not to be hated on. I'm trying to work on a new skill where when I see people, you not judge them. Good luck. Yesterday I went to a local store and there was an older black man with physical and mental health related issues. He couldn't speak well and smelled really bad. Everyone, and I mean everyone, shunned him. That's so sad. Was he shopping? That breaks my heart. And told him out loud? Just imagine how often he deals with that. I don't know. No, that makes me very sad. It just shows that like I think there's a sense a sensitivity that we've kind of pushed down in ourselves as humans. Like unless a person is close to you personally and you love them, you don't have to be compassionate and kind. Like everyone assumes they're perfect and nothing about them is annoying anybody else all the time. Like fuck off. How dare you assault a stranger? That's assault in my opinion. That seems so cruel. That's just gross. Strain matters, y'all. With legal weed, you get weed that's super specific and you can research and get the specific strains. Very true. And in like Canada and other countries that aren't the US, they're actually studying the other cannabinoids in there. It's cannabinoids. I'm sorry. I just play with the word. In Canada, it's legally... Boom. Get out of my head. Myron, sorry. Should have just continued reading yet again. In Canada, it's legal federally, so the shit's controlled and you don't get anything that's not on label because it's actually studied. Imagine... I know it won't work for everyone, but standing in a hot shower and breathing deeply helps me get through every panic attack I have from substances. That's actually really good advice. You know what helps me? I mean, nothing... I don't think anything's like instantaneously stopped if I'm having a panic attack from anything. I mean, I do have anxiety, generalized anxiety and whatever. But what I do if I'm feeling just anxious, like icky, you ever one of those days where you wake up and your palms are already sweaty and you're like, nothing did this, but I'm already there. This is how today's going to go. I guess it's called grounding, but I've been doing it for years and I don't know where I got it. I go barefoot outside, regardless of what the weather's like. If there's snow, I walk in the snow barefoot. If it's raining, I walk in the mud, but I walk on the earth. Not on cement. Like I get on the earth and just like grind my toes into the earth and just stand there. And it sounds mystical. I'm not religious. I wouldn't consider myself. I'm not like saying any prayers. There's something about like it actually helps mentally ground you to have some physical fucking contact with the ground, which sounds magical, but honestly to me it's kind of logical. We don't do that. I mean, when's the last time you just fucking dug your hands into the earth? Like into some dirt in the ground. We kind of just wear shoes and we get in cars and we stay off the earth. And I think there's something, I don't know what it is, magnets, fucking miracles, as the clowns would say. Oh my God, by the way, I got to the episode of BoJack Horseman with the clown dentists, and I just want to personally say for all of you that know I've been watching this show recently, go fuck yourself for no warning. Because that's a new nightmare I have now. Right, Kendo. I didn't know it had a name until up until recently. Someone told me, "Oh yeah, that's called grounding." But I used to do it. I used to just go on walks in the woods, and I would still be anxious. Like I'd be like hugging trees. No shit, I've definitely hugged a tree or two, just trying something because I've always felt better in nature. I think everybody does at their core. I'm not talking like deserted island nature, but just with some nature around you, you'd feel a little bit better. And I remember one time I just got frustrated and took my shoes off and threw them, and I felt better walking barefoot. And I was a barefoot kid. Like, I think I just went through a portion of my life where I wasn't anywhere to be barefoot. Like, I was always somewhere where you had to have shoes because I was working in a restaurant and going to school and all of the above, where it's kind of weird if you take your shoes off. I just talk about the things I like and never talk about things I don't. Amen to that. That's a really good way to go about things. I like that. I think I have a similar kind of internal mantra skin. I try not to waste energy on things I don't. Either way. Like, I mean, that's kind of the same thing. Like, there's no point in it. It doesn't alter anything. It doesn't change anything. And chances are, if I sit here and just talk about things I hate all day, what if someone could have introduced me to a way to love it, but now they won't because they know how much I vehemently hate it? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give people a chance to change my mind. Unless it's like, bigotry, racism, and all that fucking shit. Like, we're obvious, right? Obvious, I would think. Obvious, I hope. Desert everywhere, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're usually like nature trails. So a lot of them, when you first enter the trail, it'll be kind of like gravel and dirt. And then once you're in it, there's branches off that are just dirt and it's soft dirt with like creeks and stuff. And that's where I would go and run barefoot. I've done barefoot running before. It feels really nice. If you find a nice soft area where you're safe and you're not going to like fucking jam your feet, obviously. But there's something about it. It just helps. I don't know what it is though. I'm not that smart. The same thing's happened to me. I'm 45 male, black with autism and ADHD. I have a lot of trouble with showering and I get no empathy at all ever. I think that's disgusting. Do you think it's only no empathy for black people, or do you think it's a lack of empathy in general? Because as a white person, I see it constantly amongst just white people as well. I see like honestly, where I live right now is the most I've seen, or how would I word that? The least how would I word that? All of the families around me are Mexican, and they are huge families, and they're always getting together, and they're hugging and kissing, and they love each other, and they sit together, and they have parties all the time. They're always having barbecues. They're always having family over. Like, there's always cars, and it's so cool to see. I've never seen that before. I'm very used to people like, this is my house, this is my property, this is where I am, don't look at me, don't talk to me. Like, just, you almost question if people live there. You never even see people go in and out of the door. And I wonder, I feel, and I don't know if that's real, it's personal feeling, but it feels like people have a lack of empathy in general. It could be horribly exacerbated in terms of racism, homophobia, transphobia, otherwise. Like, people will absolutely use something like that to emphasize their stupid, pointless hate. I'm positive of it. I'm not trying to discount that in any way, shape, or form. But you know what I mean? It's a weird disconnect everywhere now. It makes me sad. I'm glad. I mean, there's a certain comfort in knowing it's not just me and that I'm just like, for some reason, not feeling warmth, because that would be something sad. But also, that's very fucking depressing that that's just a thing now. It just feels cold. I remember, I mean, I grew up in the middle of nowhere. Neighbors were 5 miles away. That was literally your nearest neighbor. And that felt more friendly than all of the neighborhoods, townhouses, cul-de-sacs I've ever lived in since, apartment buildings I've ever lived in since. Like, our neighbors from 5 miles away would drive over just to sit and bullshit and have coffee at the table. And, like, they would take care of my dad's chickens when they were out of town and shit like that. And they still talk to my parents every once in a while. And, I mean, I had a couple neighbors in Baltimore that I never even knew if someone lived there. They did, but I never saw them ever. And I'm not overtly friendly, but I try to, like, hi, my name's Katie. I'm a person. Please help me if I scream fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that's all I want, really. And I'm same for you. Like, if I hear you scream fire, I will come. Like, that's all I need. But it's very bizarre. And I wonder where that instilled fear comes from. Like, I understand that everybody goes through different shit. Everybody carries different trauma forward, for lack of a better word, different experiences. Everybody carries their experiences with them, whether it's good or bad. But, like, I think people, I think we've all kind of developed a weird fear of each other, and we project it before anything scary has actually happened. I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean? It's bizarre. Like, maybe that's my naivety. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I try not to assume people are scary at first. You got to give me like, locking, like, never seeing you live in your apartment. That's more scary. I start wondering than actually, just saying, hi, I'm whatever. Savage, I miss it so much. I miss No Neighbors. I'll have it again someday. The problem is, I keep, like, man, Zach really likes he likes to live near delivery. Food and people. I gotta convince him middle of nowhere is better. I don't know how to do it, but I gotta do it. Someday I will do it. The lack of empathy for black people is specific because of the amount of punishment. I mean, I'm not, and I hope I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying, like, from my perspective, I feel it too. I feel people don't. I mean, you can break it down to just simply saying thank you and please when someone holds the door for you somewhere. It's like they act like the door was an automatic door everywhere I go, unless it's like some super small town in the middle of nowhere. Then it's like please and thank you, and I still do it. If a random person holds a door for me, I will absolutely say thank you. But I don't ever get it. Like, I get fucking blatantly ignored or just ran into, and I'm like, I'm just being nice because you were directly behind me. Like, letting go of the door in your face seemed rude. But apparently I don't know what to do. Like, what's nicer? Ignoring or just keeping on keeping on? I don't fucking know. Oh, I do the same thing, Savage. I've become kind of like, at first, I thought it was because I grew up in a small town and I was like, "Oh man, I'm a small town girl. Like, I'm used to where you know everybody and you say please and thank you." But I've moved around enough. Now, no, that's not real. I've lived in other small towns. Like, people are becoming rude and more so. Or they're losing people skills, and we're talking like 10 years ago to today. It was way before COVID or shutting down or anything like that. And at this point, if I hold the door and people, I mean, don't even give me a nod, I will say, "Thank you. You're welcome." And then continue on into the store. And I say it a little loudly. But I'm not hurting anyone, and I hope I teach a lesson, but I'm probably not. But I just can't anymore. It's every age, it's all ages, it's everybody. And I've said thank you to someone while they held the door open for me, and they look at me like I'm slime. I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what to do anymore. Am I overtly friendly? Am I too friendly? I don't know. I thought I was just in general friendly. I don't want to small talk, but please and thank you is not small talk. That's easy." I don't do I ever partially blame video games for what? What do you mean? Speaking of, let me open Control. Sorry. I changed our game category and we can talk while I play Control. I'm talented that way. Hide volume and treats so we can't fight back and threaten him with a spatula. Oh my god. That'd be fabulous. For lack of social skills, I don't think it's video games. I think it's like a dog. It's lack of socialization. I think screens in general, I mean, before video games became as accessible as they are today, became babysitters. Like, TVs were babysitters, you know? Like, it became a babysitter instead of, like, playing with your kids. And I don't have kids. I feel really weird. Like, I have no opinion that's valid at all. But just, I used to work at Lowe's, and I worked at the customer service desk for a long time, and I would just stand there watching parents with their kids. And there was a point in time, and I don't know what year it was or anything, but there was a point in time where every parent suddenly had an iPad in the shopping cart, and their toddler was just like, dumb. I mean, literally, they looked like they were dying. They drooling, just zonked, dead to the world to these iPads. And I would wonder, like, you know, before that was possible, there was no portable form of entertainment that was that great. You had to, like, teach your kid how to behave in public, or you just had a really nasty kid in public. I mean, to each their own. But, like, my parents would be like, "If you act out, we're taking you to the car and we're leaving immediately." My parents would just leave. And then to go from that to suddenly, like, zone out, like, where do the kids learn, like, appropriate behavior in public? Like, where does that happen? Or does it happen? Or does it not happen and they just have a fear of everyone ever? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I think about it a lot. I wonder, just because it's different. But I mean, I grew up different than my parents, and I don't think I ended up broken or anything. You know what I mean? I didn't even grow up with cell phones. I just grew up with more access to, in general, stuff. And I'm sure they were like, "Oh my god, what are these portable solitaire games gonna do to the kids?" You know what I mean? I don't, Sales. I'd have to dig in I have a folder full of clips and shit. I have to dig in it, but I can make a note and find it after stream. Do you need it? Is it like an immediate thing, or can I can definitely find it. Keep on being you. Rudeness is selfish in my point of view, and we cannot lessen ourselves. I kind of think the same. I kind of think the basic acknowledgement of each other in public as human is as basic as we can get. Like, that's the least we can do. is just acknowledge we're all human and we're all trying to get somewhere. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. I know. I haven't clip. I keep meaning to actually. I'm actually gonna make a note because I want to. I put it on my soundboard, but I didn't. I didn't like hit save 8 times and go XLR, and it didn't save when I restarted my computer. And I keep meaning to put it back on there. So I do appreciate it. I'm going to write it down anyways. I don't know. I don't get anything wet. I apologize. Even people my age seem like they have extreme dulled social skills. Maybe I'm just the weird one. I'm extremely open and too honest with people. No, I kind of felt that way when I worked at the hospital with people my age. That you would be like be in a conversation that I thought they were invested. Like, no, we were having like a conversation like this, eye contact, and I just like, oh shit, what was that? I'm so sorry. What was that? And I'm like, bro, you're 35. What? I've seen it a lot. And I'll straight up smack a phone and be like, I'm sorry, what? That's weird. That's bizarre. It's like very openly admitting you were bored with a conversation in someone's eye line. I don't know. I feel like there's better ways to go about, I'm bored with this oh my God, I love you, sales. I'm saving that. Thank you. Thank you. That was fast. That was way faster than I would have pulled it out of anywhere. I appreciate you. Control just did a mini, not a patch. Oh, it did a cloud. A cloud. I've never played it anywhere else. I don't know why it has to do a cloud update or whatever. Not an update. What's the term? A cloud something. Update the cloud? I don't fucking know. Cheers to that, Bubblicious. I feel like but does that make me sound like old and antiquated? Do you think any of that's like real? Being nice to each other on the regular, hiking trails. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Everyone says hi to each other and shares band-aids or water or whatever. It's really encouraging to be around. Absolutely. Yes. 100% agree on that one. Thank you, sales. Chris, you don't because you're a sub. It's like we trust that subs aren't going to post like highly inappropriate porn or something that would get my channel banned off the internet. No, go ahead. You're good. You have the permission until you don't anymore. You know what I mean? It's wild. When I was stationed in Cuba, I did not have a cell phone for almost 2 years. It's wild how well we all thrived around each other. When I came back to America, it was wild. I have days where I put my phone away. Like I have it on so if someone needs to call me like out of an emergency, like my mom or my sister, it will absolutely ring. But I have days where I commit to myself. I'm not going to open Twitter. Today I'm reading a book and I'm going to take my dogs on a walk. And it's not unplugging because I'm not ignoring it. If there was something that I needed to see or needed to know about or my mods needed me, I would check. I mean, I have them on alert and I can check their shit. But I think it's cleansing sometimes to just like go out and not pull your cell phone out and take pictures or look at anything or Google anything. Like just be there for a minute. It's weird. You know what I've always noticed right before we watch this, I've seen this before. It's fantastic. It's on door etiquette. I love it so much. I've seen it. It's so good. Anyways, still gonna watch it. When I'm on airplanes, my brain goes into creative overfuck. Like it's almost nauseating. And it's because my phone's off, my iPad's off, I have no internet. I don't usually like watch movies or anything on planes. I usually just read a book or something like that. But I'll always bring a journal or something where I can take notes. And about an hour into a flight, regardless, usually on long flights, if it's a short flight, I won't even bother. But on long flights where I'm going international, my brain turns on. And suddenly I start getting alert ideas for stream and cool like redemption ideas. And you can tell I haven't traveled for a while. I start getting all these cool ideas from stream. And I've wondered before, is that all it took? Was just like being off the internet for a while, not being fed content by other people. My brain had to make its own content for the first time in a while. But also, it's that environment where it's that slow hum. It's usually kind of quiet unless there's a baby whose sinuses are driving them crazy. Poor babies. Like I think it's that environment too. But on airplanes, man, my brain just, it's crazy. I don't know why though. I want to make sure your volume's not crazy because I have the game up too. Shit could get weird. Yes. Is that about good? Ugh. Ugh. Cheers to that. Yep. Cheers. So real. God damn it. I'm sorry. I tried to catch it before the autoplay. Coughed on my hand. So real. Who has sprinted to a door they were absolutely not going to sprint to? Have you ever had that moment where you're like, shit, I'm far enough away where I could pull my phone out of my pocket and look at it, and it's convincible that I didn't see them yet, so maybe they'll go away so I don't have to run? Or I could just go with it and run and accept that they've seen me. We've made eye contact, and I was absolutely not far away enough. And at this point, it looks very obvious. I've pulled my phone out to ignore this fucking person who is holding the door for me in an extensive period of time. No one else been there? Sick. I'm a socially anxious person. It's probably about time for at least a new just base, like the kit. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good save point. I'm gonna call it there because that's a save point anyways, and it looks like the next part's gonna be like a whole next part, and I want to save it for Tuesday. Right? Today's Sunday, right? I don't fucking know. Days are fucked anymore. Oh, Mad, your aunt might never come back. Hi, Mayo. How are you, love? Oh, are mechanical keyboards like hot right now? Well, that's just unfortunate for the rest of us. God damn it. That's annoying. Hi, Chucky. How are you? PMS Pirate Kitty. That's okay. I'll be back on Tuesday. I mean, I still stream Tuesday through Sunday, usually until around 4 p.m. I mean, this is like 15 minutes early just because I don't want to get deep into the game where there's no checkpoint or whatever, because that seems like a waste of everybody's time involved. But I'll be back on Tuesday. Tomorrow is my day off. I always usually tweet at some point in the day to take your goddamn joy. If you don't have Twitter, completely understandable. It's a cesspool of nonsense. I have catered mine down to be just like kittens and puppies and cute ducks and streamers I enjoy who generally post nonsense and not necessarily just like doom post. You know what I mean? Like some people just like repost or retweet shit just for the interactions or whatever. Cause I don't fuck. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. But that's okay. We're gonna roll with it anyways. It's fine. But tomorrow's my day off, as is normal. I think I have therapy tomorrow. I think. But Zach has his RP show in the middle of the day, which I definitely hang out and watch. It's in twitch.tv/table story. If you like role playing D&D-esque style games, they're pretty fun. I have a good time watching them. I love RP. It's just great. I really like Whack Steven. I really like the way Whack runs games. I think they're fucking just fun. He knows his shit, and he's funny, and he runs them really well. But yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go to Micro Center and pick up a fucking keyboard so I can play games the way they're supposed to be. Ugh. Mad because I wait specifically outside your house for when birds start flying out of it, and I'm like, now's the time. Because I'm a bitch. Was that convincing? Did I do it? Oh, God. All right. I'm going to host my friend Elle. She is playing Inside the Back Rooms, which looks like a fucking nightmare and a half. I am already claustrophobic just watching it, but Elle's a really dope-ass human, and I know you guys love her, and I love her. So go hang out with her. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good Monday. Please, just do your best. Drink water, rinse your bong, do what you need to do. I love you guys, and I'll see you on Tuesday. But I'll tweet at you tomorrow because I'm annoying. Bye.